All right. Good evening, everybody. This is Critical Clicks with our first live game. And I will warn you right now, it's probably going to be a long one. So what we are doing right now, Kylie is actually about to run and go grab us something to drink. And what's the extra fray?
He was yours. I just needed to see what
Gotcha.
his ability was because Boulder's already equipped with him. Balder's already
Gotcha.
equipped with him. So.
All right, so she's about to just run and go grab a drink real quick. I'm just going to kind of give you a rundown on everything that we have here before she gets back. That way, you kind of know what it is that we're planning here, what it is that we're doing, and yeah, this is our first game with all of the new rules with the new rule book that she is now propping up over there by the mighty Thor box that we have on her side. We just bought 2 more sleeves today, so we've gotten 4 sleeves and a colossal in the last day. So it's yeah, we're kind of looking forward to that. Seeing all these new things, especially the the new items and everything like that. So yeah, I will go ahead and give you a quick rundown on our teams, and we'll go from there. So first, I'll kind of run through mine, give her a little bit of time to be able to make it back, see if she wants to throw in anything extra on her team. So firstly, I am running the Heroes for Hire. I've got pretty much all of the Deadpool that I need for this, including the new Merc Jet from the OP kit. Super excited about that. Super excited about that. Okay. So the thing I like most about the Merc Jet is I do have a Deadpool on my team. And it is the Deadpool with the Heroes for Hire keyword. So I get pretty much everything special on this Merc Jet. He does have the pilot ability prerequisite Deadpool. Character named Deadpool is the prerequisite, obviously. Deadpool's Merc Jet can use Precision Strike. So I have Precision Strike as a trait ability. That's awesome. Then I've got the pilot ability, or one of those other schmucks. Prerequisite, a character with the Deadpool core or Heroes for Hire keyword. So I believe since this is a Deadpool with the Deadpool core and Heroes for Hire keyword, then I believe I should be able to use both as the traded abilities. Basically all it does is it gives the Merc Jet, instead of 1 target, it gives him 3 different targets. And if anybody has, a different understanding of that, please let me know. It still flies, right? Another trait ability. Deadpool's Merc Jet may occupy squares of different elevation. It can't be targeted by mind control. When it is dealt penetrating damage, the damage can be reduced. So any penetrating damage that I am dealt, I can reduce it with my toughness, my invulnerability, I can reduce the damage down, so I'm really excited about that. And then he does have a damage ability. Go fight that guy for me, Boot. When Deadpool's Merc Jet moves, after actions resolve, you may choose one character it carried of 40 points or more and place it adjacent to an opposing character that Deadpool's Merc Jet moved through. If you do, roll a d6, and on a result of 1 to 3, deal that character 1 unavoidable damage. And it may then make a close attack targeting the opposing character. This is the first vehicle I've ever used, so I'm really excited to see kind of how it works. I do know that one thing is that it has to have a pilot, otherwise it just sits there. It can't attack, it can't cause any damage, but it can be damaged and given to the other team as points. We are playing a 1,000-point game. The only thing is that I'm only sitting at like 911 points, and I believe Kylie is at I think she's like 5 points under 1,000. I think she's at like 950 or 995. She wrote it all down. I'll check it whenever she gets back. Okay, so going in, we do have the Deadpool from the the Heroes for Hire Fast Forces pack. Each time another friendly character with the Heroes for Hire keyword KOs an opposing character, I get to heal Deadpool 1 click. He's also indomitable. Does everybody on this team have a healing factor? Deadpool can use toughness and regeneration with a minimum result of 1. Color coordinated. Deadpool can use outwit, but only to counter red powers. Time to get paid, boys. Charge. why don't one of you guys take care of this one? Sidestep. I love you guys' earning potential. Plasticity. Money can buy the best swords. Blaze Claws and Fangs. Booyah! Penetrating Psychic Blast. Not the face! Combat Reflexes. I'm getting really sick. I'm really sick of getting shot. Energy Shield Deflection. Just do what I do, or what I say, I forget. Enhancement. And then the plan, find clients, make them give us money. I can roll for leadership. I've used this team before, except for the Iron Fist and the She-Hulk on the same team together. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. Then we have Fool Killer. Deadpool's new therapist. He can use a trait ability. Fool Killer can use Perplex, but only to target a character named Deadpool. If it is an opposing character, modify the chosen value except for damage by -2. So I can reduce attack or defense or movement by -2 or even range. Color Coordinated. Fool Killer can use Outwit, but only to counter blue powers. I just started Psychology 101, Sidestep. So who is the real fool? The fool or the fool who is punching the fool? Flurry. I only target fools. Precision Strike. Your mama punches harder than that. Toughness. And did that one hit too close to home? Exploit Weakness. Next, we have Slapstick. Slapstick's kind of one of my favorites heroes for hire, just because he cracks me up. Steve Harmon. Cartoon Physics. Give Slapstick a free action and choose a standard speed power. Slapstick can use that power until your next turn. Does everyone on this team have a healing factor? Toughness and regeneration with a minimum result of 1. Color Coordinated. Slapstick can use Outwit, but only to counter yellow powers. Let the extreme tickling commence. Precision Strike. I prefer Animated American. Willpower, and it's called Acting. Shape Change. I believe Slapstick is the living cartoon. I don't remember how he got that way, but... Then we have Stingray. Mr. Walter Newell. Please remember to leave the window open. When Stingray uses the carry ability, he can carry 2 characters, but he cannot change elevation if he does. So if I carry 1 character, then I can, do the same thing that every flyer does. If I don't, then I have to take the stairs. I can use Outwit, but only for orange powers. Are you sure these are LMDs? The blood looks really real. Sidestep. Electric Burst, Pulse Wave. Withstand ocean depths and vulnerability. Artificial cartilage sounds gross. Toughness. Electric Aura, Energy Shield Deflection. Did I mention yet how I used to be on a much better team? Enhancement. Then we've got Terror. His trait ability. He won't be needing it. When an adjacent standard character is KO'd, choose a standard power that character could use on any click. Terror can use that power this game. So I've used this before where, I picked up Probability Control, I picked up Super Senses, I picked up Toughness, I picked up Phasing Teleport, all in the same game, and it was awesome because the more people that die around Terror, adjacent to him, the more abilities he gets. It's fantastic. He also has the Toughness and Regeneration with a minimum result of 1. He can outwit powers, but only pink. Always having to sneak down back alleys, Sidestep. It's probably better for both of us if you don't see me. Stealth. Immortal, blah blah. Invincible, long, boring story, impervious, and creeping tendrils, exploit weakness. Then we have Solo. I absolutely love Solo's trait ability. While I live, someone dies as long as I get paid. At the beginning of the game, choose an opposing character. Solo modifies his attack value by +2 when attacking only that character. When he is KO'd, or when that character is KO'd, heal Solo 2 clicks. So, let's say if, this Colossal here, which, before she gets back, this is who I'm targeting. Actually, no, sorry, it's going to be Loki, because Loki is extremely overpowered, and I need to get rid of him. So, if Solo's attacking Loki, he increases his attack by +2 every time he attacks Loki. So that is pretty awesome in my opinion, because if you have a stupidly overpowered character like Loki or Groot, Thor, or even the Frost Giant, you definitely want to try to pick those guys off. Solo can use Outwit, but only on green powers. Did I miss the party? Phasing Teleport. Always bullets flying everywhere I go. Running Shot. Tap tap behind you. Sidestep. Hate to let a good bounty escape. Penetrating Psychic Blast. Last second phase. Super Senses. I didn't even need to jump. You just suck at fighting. Combat reflexes, and sometimes you just need to put down the gun and punch somebody real hard. Close combat expert. And we got Madcap. Scarecrow. Real name unknown. We actually don't know what his name is. Does everybody on this team have a healing factor? He does the toughness and regeneration. Color coordinated. He can use Outwit, but only on purple powers. Mesmerizing Soap Bubble Gun. Mind control. Me. Betray You. Leap Climb. He just kind of showed up one day and we can't make him leave. Super Senses. And it don't stand for politically correct. Probability control. Then we have... we did pick up 2 of these characters. They were in a... they were kind of given to us. So we didn't actually get cards for them. But we do have She-Hulk, who is part of the Heroes for Hire, which I'm not going to lie, I completely forgot about. Breaking the 4th wall. When She-Hulk makes an attack, after actions resolve, you may destroy 1 square of blocking terrain or 1 wall that is adjacent to a targeted character. So I'm trying to see if that would be something that I would want to do, especially with these pillars in the middle of the Grand Arena. If maybe, you know, I'm attacking somebody who's right here, I can destroy this blocking terrain and put them inside of hindering terrain. Depends on if they have stealth or not, I guess, or if I just want them to not be able to run away. She also does have quite a few other good abilities. Charge, she has Super Strength, Flurry. We've got Invincible, Invulnerable, Toughness, Regeneration, as well as Outwit and Perplex. And then we've got Mr. Danny Rand, the Iron Fist. I actually really like the sculpt. So with him, he does have a trait ability that whenever he is targeted with a close combat attack, he does increase his defense value by +1. So ranged attacks, not so much. Close combat, though, he's actually really good. Then he also does have the ability with his first 2 clicks and his last 2 clicks on his Leap Climb. Iron Fist can use Leap Climb, but whenever he resolves a move action and is moved 4 squares or less, he can make a close combat attack as a free action. I love that ability. I absolutely love it because if I move anywhere, I can ignore elevation, I can ignore hindering terrain using my Leap Climb, and then I just move up next to somebody and just attack. It's great. It is absolutely fantastic. And then he has a couple of other abilities like Flurry. He does have Precision Strike, as well as Super Senses, Willpower, and Regeneration, as well as Close Combat Expert and Exploit Weakness. So that is my team. I did bring in a couple of items. With the new rules, you can bring in 3 items on varying heavy or light. They did do away with the ultra light and the ultra heavy. But I brought in a couple of items that we got from our Mighty Thor set, such as the mirror that came with Enchantress. I was really surprised that Kylie did not grab this because it does go with her Enchantress. But the ability that it gives is it is indestructible, so it cannot be destroyed except by using it in an attack or by its own effect. So if you roll a 1 to 2 with using this, then it destroys it. But if you roll a 3 to a 6, then you get shape change. So having shape change on this is absolutely awesome for an extra one. And then I did grab 2 Frays, which gives you the effect of Blades, Claws, and Fangs. And that is indestructible as well, unless you use it in an object attack or by its own effect. Which there is no effect on it, so it's pretty much just, I believe that these items are a one-hit wonder, but they're pretty strong in their one-hit wonder. So, looks like we're trying to get the speaker moved out of the way. And she actually came back just in time, because I just finished my, my team description, and now it is time for Kylie's team. Yay!
Alright, sorry, I'm like super behind here. I ran to go grab us some snacks and whatnot. Okay, so new Asgardian team. As Kyle's already explained to you, we have 1,000 points going here, so we've got quite a bit going on. Did you mention the TTPC?
Not yet.
Okay, so we learned something tonight, so that's great. We were hoping that we were going to get a prod control for all 10 characters on our 1,000-point teams, but we don't. It is a max of 5, so we each have 5 prod controls that do count as actions. So I honestly feel like right now my team's a bit more exciting than Kyle's team, simply because it's brand new. It's not only new to everybody, or new to me, it's new to everybody. So we've got the Frost Giant here. I'm bringing him in at his 200-point level instead of his 300, which will still give him somewhere around 12 clicks. And he's got that stop click on his very last click, Colossal Retaliation on that very last click, and at the very last click on his some of his turns, he can choose to give an adjacent opposing character an action token. So he's pretty cool. Groot Thor at 175 points has plasticity within a range of 3 squares. And his giant reach is going to come in handy. He has Quake that deals 3 damage instead of 2. A stop click on him as well, where he will get some regeneration. And then I've got Thor, who I feel like I am going to equip with the spear here that came with our Frost Giant. The effect on that gives him giant reach of 2, and he can use the spear in an object action that is, but it's not considered an object attack. Then we've got Loki here with his illusion token. When Loki has the illusion token, he let's see here. He can use Colossal Stamina, so that's great because he is not indomitable otherwise, which is a little bit frustrating. Then when he is about to die, he uses this illusion token to reset himself to click number 1, and then he will lose the illusion token and will not have that Colossal Stamina anymore.
Which is ridiculous, by the way.
But it does essentially give him 12 clicks instead of... You just made everything really dark. 12 clicks instead of 6, and so that's pretty awesome. Iron Man here is frustrating me because he has got the Earthbound neutralized on his very first click, so I'm going to want to get rid of that as quickly as possible because he becomes a flyer after that. He also has a stop click, and he gets invulnerability on his stop click. Ulik is pretty awesome, and Ulik is being paired with his very own Rock Troll, just to kind of help out. They really just give me that mentality of chess there, and I feel like they are definitely those protectors that I'm throwing out there on the front line. They don't have range, but they can both move 7. They both have charge and sidestep it again later at some point in their dial. Ulik is, so the Rock Troll himself, he's only worth 25 points, and if I had more room on my team, I just ran out of room. If I had more room, I would have used a couple of them because we do actually have a couple of them. But the Ulik himself at 100 points has invulnerability and toughness and exploit weakness, along with his special ability that actually allows him to use his attack value and damage value becomes 1 more than the highest printed attack and damage value among all friendly characters named Rock Troll within 8 squares. So my plan of attack here is to keep Rock Troll within 8 squares of Ulik at all times. It does not say he has to be within line of sight or line of fire. So I'm assuming that as long as he's within 8 squares at all times, then that's going to actually make Ulik's attack and damage powers 19 and 4, because it is 1 more than the highest on Rock Troll's clicks. So Ulik, as long as Rock Troll's on the board and within 8 squares of him, the entire game will have 19 attack and 4 damage.
How's that?
because of his special ability. Stop talking. You don't get to ask questions. So yeah, check out. Here's that card. Check out that ability. And then I have Enchantress, who comes equipped with the mirror, which I think Kyle was already telling you about. Gives her that shape change. I'm pretty sure that even though she's
12, not 19. That's his defense.
Oh yes, sorry. Either way, he has a high.
That's why I was like, no, I need to kill him quick.
His damage is 4 regardless, as long as rock trolls on the board and within. That's what I was more concerned with, was the damage. Like, the attack's pretty cool, but I think his attack.
I'm not gonna lie, I got scared really quick. I'm like, really? He's that low of points and he's that powerful?
It's still pretty powerful, but yes. And then we've got Enchantress that's going to have the shape change. I believe when something is equipped with them, they still have that knock. Is it still KO'd like an object that somebody picked up?
If they use it to hit and don't just use their effect. If they use the effect, but if they hit someone with it and they give them that 1 damage.
But if she rolls that 1 or 2 on her own mirror that's equipped with her,
it's destroyed.
Right. So even though she's equipped with that mirror, if she happens to roll 1 or 2 on shape change, which is very much within my realm of luck, something I probably will do, and I'll lose my shape change, but it's cool while I've got it. She also has a special speed ability for mind control and stealth, and she has a free action on her speed where all opposing characters within 6 squares may each be moved 1 square in any order. So just kind of messing with the other team, kind of changing up their plans, whatever. I can move them 1 square in any direction. Then I've got Balder, who starts with Frey, and Frey had Blades, Claws, and Fangs. He also has a attack power of Penetrating Psychic Blast and Pulse Wave. Balder can use both within a range value of 5. And then his special damage is Leadership and Empower. He can use Shape Change, but only if he is adjacent to a character with the Asgardian keyword. Luckily, he's on an Asgardian team tonight, so I'm going to keep him next to somebody. And then I've got Jane Foster here, who is like completely useless except for her support ability, which is going to, well, I had to write it down because there's a lot going on here. Let's see, her support is, the support ability I'm not familiar with, but it's a power action. She cannot, her or the person, the friendly that she is adjacent to cannot be adjacent to an opposing character, or she can't use this at all. However, if they follow all of those rules, they roll the 2d6 and they add that to the friendly's attack value. If that is higher than the friendly's defense value, then I then get to roll a d6 and the friendly is healed. The result, -2 or a minimum of 2. So we'll see how that works out in my favor. I'm planning on keeping her adjacent to a friendly character at all times. And then she also has Defend, which I don't remember what it does, but we'll figure it out when I need it. And the nice thing about Jane Foster is if a friendly character adjacent to her is KO'd, then I can pull in this Thor. I can replace Jane, not the KO'd character, but I can replace Jane with the Thor 17, which is the Jane Foster Thor. So I'm not sure if I'll get a chance to do that or not, because whoever I keep her adjacent to is going to be fairly high powered and may not die, but if they do die, I get to pull in the Thor here. And I think that's pretty much it as far as I'm concerned. My team obviously has the Asgardian theme, and I have Thor and Iron Man have the Avenger team ability, which gives them a +1 to their speed when on a movement, and Loki has the Mystical team ability, and that requires his attacker to take 1 penetrating damage if they successfully do damage to me first. So that's pretty cool, because the thing about Loki is he already has Shape Change, he already has Super Senses, he already has that illusion token, and then he now has the ability to make you hurt yourself just because you hurt him. So...
Alright, so we're going to do roll-off?
Yeah. I mean, we already chose our map and all of that, but...
So I have 16, you have 15.
Yep.
Because of our initiative bonus.
We get the 10 initiative bonus.
All right, so you get to go first.
Alright. So my initial plan here is... I haven't decided at all what I want to do with the Frost Giant, but I know that initially, right off the bat, I'm going to use Thor with his flyer ability to carry Jane Foster, and in doing that, he can, with his Avenger Team ability, his speed is 9 instead of 8. He can move up to 7 after he subtracts 1 for carrying somebody, but he actually, I only ended up moving them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He could have moved 8 spaces after subtracting 1 for her, but they are each going to, the next turn, equip themselves with both of these objects, because equipping is an action. So they can't do it this time, but they will be able to do that next time. Nope, that's not it. And we'll put a token there on Thor. This Thor is not indomitable. That Jane Foster, however, is. And then Loki has space teleport. He has a range of 8, or a speed of 8 for his space teleport. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's going to end up in this line somewhere, or somewhere less than that. Going first sucks because I never have any idea how he's going to move. So then I'm just kind of like, what do I do?
Which is why I choose it that way.
Yeah, it makes sense. But I think for the time being, we're just gonna put Loki over here in a corner. And we'll put a token on him. Loki has a special. It's not on this click. No, it's not Loki. Never mind. Somebody has a special that does make them. I thought have it down. I can't remember. Again, it may not have been wise for us to choose to do 1,000 point and all these 10 moves and whatever, but we are super excited to use up some of these abilities on the Asgardian team and see how they all work out. So, with this in mind, that I want these guys to be out on the front lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's going to be, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for one of them, I think, or 7 here. And then we got this guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to move both of them up there. Rock Thor is not indomitable.
So it does look like Amber commented, defend allows a character to replace their defense with the printed defense of the character using defend.
True, that's what it was. The problem with that is that her defense is 15. And so everybody that I'm going to keep her adjacent to for her other abilities, the lowest one is like 16 for defense. So nobody's going to need to use her defense. So again, I feel like that's somewhat useless, but they tried. And I mean, they say very like outright that she is a support character. So I mean, but thank you so much. That
exactly, Amber, which does help to use support. That's pretty much exactly why she brought her in.
Yeah.
She really wants to use that support as well as swapping out with that Thor number 17.
So it's kind of like, I don't want to be whatever, but I wouldn't mind if one of my guys died off so that I could bring in that Thor, just for the ability of like, because that's the whole point that I have the Jane Foster Thor, the whole reason I'm excited about her.
I'd say, obviously, we're just playing a friendly game between me and her, but
because he doesn't play friendly games, that should also be
stated. My personal, what I would do, especially if these guys are going to be kind of your running out to the front line, keep her at least somewhat adjacent to one of them, because if they're going to be your front line, you're expecting them to die. That's going to bring in that Thor number 17 pretty quick. Yes. Close enough to a heavy hitter to use that support, but also close enough to one of the ones that are going to be...
The theory, though, is that Iron Man's special on his defense is that he can modify the defense value of a adjacent friendly character by +1, and since her defense is already so low, I was hoping that Iron Man would modify her defense simply because she has this special ability where she can't be attacked by somebody that's 75 points or higher.
Yep.
But he has 4 or 5 characters that are 50 points, so they can all attack her, so I do need to worry about her defense value.
Michael, that's we're really excited to use that Frost Giant as well. She only brought him in at the 200 point instead of the 300 for this game since she's using all Asgardians.
Even at his 200 point, though, he's
yeah.
got those 12 clicks and just ridiculous abilities compared to smaller
I'm not going to lie, I was a little salty that I didn't pull Mangog or Carnage, but Frost Giant's actually pretty decent as well. So I was really hoping for one of those, but I am happy with our Frost Giants. And my Deadpool Merc Jet, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I think that's a great support idea, especially because this rock here, he may die quickly. So I don't know, I might want to change it, but that really, her defense is so low. That's what scares me, because if she dies, then I cannot use that ability. I can't replace Jane with Jane Foster Thor if she dies. It's only if a friendly character adjacent to her dies, and so that's what makes it very difficult and frustrating, because I need to keep her alive for a short term anyway, until I can get this Jane Thor in there. So if she happens to be adjacent to him, and then she also happens to get hit by one of his 50-point characters, I would end up getting screwed out of my ability to bring in Jane Foster Thor, and that would frustrate me to no end. Okay, Enchantress, let's see here what she got going on. Mind Control Stealth, she doesn't have the ability to ignore terrains or anything like that, and she can't fly, so I'm just going to have to move her. I could probably move her out here into this range since nobody else is out there.
Yeah, she could go down those stairs.
Yeah, I mean, eventually she can go down these stairs here. I don't know if anybody has seen the new map, the Grand Arena Outdoor, but we're kind of up on a ledge here in the arena, and then you can go down into the arena later from a couple different spots. So this is all, unfortunately, in front of her is just a boatload of hindering terrain. And so there's hindering terrain up on this elevation. Then right in front of that is hindering terrain in a lower elevation. So it's a little bit frustrating, because in order to avoid all of that, I will have to go all the way over here, and then to these stairs. And she has movement of 7, speed of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It would at least get her within line of the stairway there. And I wouldn't normally put an action on all of my characters right here in the beginning, but I need to kind of get them on the board, or, I've got nothing going for me. It would have been, well, I'm not finished yet, I guess, but here in this section, we're on elevated here. This is lower elevation, but there's no way to get down to it except from over here, and elevated here. So unless I've got a flyer over here, I can't cross over get to his people that are over in this side of the board. The nice thing is that Iron Man is technically a flyer for that, except for that stupid Earthbound on his first click, and then Thor here, Groot Thor, is a flyer, so I can put him over here on the ledge if I want to.
Michael said, I'm happy with mine as I love to play the coolest team around. An Iceman, Mr. Freeze, Captain Cold, and company.
Oh.
That actually sounds really awesome. That Frost Giant's going to go amazing with that.
I see what you did there.
The coolest team around. That's awesome.
Okay, so we're ignoring all of the terrain there. So we could move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's just gonna move him over here, but I think that's a decent idea for now. We'll just see how we'll feel it out. Yeah, we're not watching ourselves live or anything.
That way I can come over here and I can watch the game while that looks really fuzzy when you're actually watching it. So that's a little disappointing. But
I don't know, maybe the lens is dirty.
Yeah. Hope you guys can see that
and then
pretty well.
Balder.
I'm doing this that way I can watch the chat while I'm over here.
Yeah, because we can't see the front of our screen the way that we've got it all set up right now. We do have an excellent kitchen setup to be able to play this game and show everybody the game, but we don't have it set up quite the way that we need to be able to see the comments at the same time as we are playing. Okay, so we've got this guy here. I can either move him up 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Might be a decent spot to put him, or I guess I could put him over there later, and I mean not this one because I've only got the 8 spaces anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm just going to throw him up here because he's another one of those kind of brutes that I want up there in the front. He's not actually a brute, but he is a deity and a warrior and his keywords, and he's somebody that I can throw out on the front and not feel too badly about. He's got leadership right now on a special for his damage, so that's good. Somebody else has leadership, so that'll come into effect next time when I'm trying to pull off some of these tokens. And then this guy, I don't know. Now that you've given me that idea about keeping Jane adjacent to one of them, I might just like have them be a wall in front of Jane the rest of the game. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this Iron Man here. He's only got 6 movement right now. So he's earthbound, and then they limited his movement. Everything in the first click kind of sucks. But he does have outwit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I did choose to keep him adjacent to her, then that would put him right next to her. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Can I outwit, like, from across the board, or do I have to be, what's the range? Range of 6, minimum range of 6, okay. Okay, and he has...
You have to be within line of fire.
9? He ignores that blocking as well. I mean, he can move through it. It's outdoor blocking, so I can move through it.
Basically just like stepping over it.
Yeah. He, for whatever reason, as giant as he is, he doesn't actually break it. That's frustrating. I do have
not on your team, but yeah, we got we got Bulldozer today.
That'll break through it, and then Pile Driver can stand in the debris marker at that point and get some stealth or something.
Which I believe I believe that would be because the debris markers, I forgot exactly what the debris marker is going to do to you if I use it, but She-Hulk, if I like hit you while you're next to a blocking terrain, then she can actually destroy part of the blocking terrain after I attack.
How does the movement on a Colossal work? This is my first time ever with a Colossal. So he takes up 4 squares. If I move him, then he just... This 1 4 square is 1.
1, 2, 3, I believe. I don't know. Can you guys clarify that a little bit? Because we've...
veteran players.
This is our first time actually using a Colossal. So whenever you first move him, does it... If he takes up 4 squares, you just move him every 4 squares as 1 movement? Or is it... essentially, the center of the base on a square is the square? Because I believe that's what I heard once before, where it's like the center of the square. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That seems ridiculous. I think it would be the whole square, the whole 4 square. Then he would move 1, 2, 3. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, that does make it seem, but they're Colossal for a reason. So
yeah, that's a little bit ridiculous, though.
Simply because I don't feel like looking it up on Google. I'm sure somebody will comment at some point. I'm just going to move him up. Well, I guess I could if it's 4 whole squares, and that was 3, 4, 5. Otherwise, I mean, I could see how it would be maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. I think technically I'd still be within my speed range to move up here. I don't know. We're going to try it. Regardless, he's going right there. That was either 5 or that was his full 9. I don't know. and just kind of prop that. I don't know.
Just put it on his card.
You can set right there. I guess I could use one of these little baby dice for it.
There we go. Alrighty. So you're all done?
Yeah, I think that's it for me. So I feel like that was pretty decent setup for you to head on to the board.
You pick one square that the character is in, count the movement, and place the same part of the dial in that square.
Okay, so he was here, and so if I choose this square...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9. So the front of the square would have to be there, and that would put him in blocking. He can't.
Yes.
He can't end in blocking.
No, so he would be...
So,
Thank you, Michael, by the way.
So yeah, that makes it a little bit tough with that square there because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then yeah, I guess he could do that. And then he's standing in front of everybody, plus the blocking terrain in front of everybody. I don't know. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it works. Alright, so. Now time for mine. Alright, so first thing is, Deadpool's going to take a power action to hop in the jet.
Man, if we ever do go monetary, we ever get monetary ads, I'm seriously hoping that I can get some buy ads. I love
Yeah, you
buy.
got it right where he is between the two blocking. Yep. Thank you, Michael. That is... Thank you for the help, really. We still are... I mean, I'm not going to say we're experienced players. We're still fairly new. We've only been playing for about a month and a half.
We're entering our second month now. So we are in our second month of being players. We are playing, I wouldn't say religiously, but we play twice a week at local venues.
And then a couple times at home. So we're playing roughly about 4 times a week for the last 2 months.
So we're definitely trying to learn. I can't believe I've never heard of this game before. 15 years, and we hear about it in its 15th year anniversary. But I think maybe that means that their marketing is working well for them, and they've had a huge year this year with so many releases.
All right, so Stingray is going to carry Fool Killer. And we are going to stop right here.
So since you moved adjacent to that, are you picking it up? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Because it's a light object.
Yeah.
So it's...
But I can't take any actions on Fool Killer because I carried him this turn. And he just took an action for his movement, so...
Okay. So how do you do that, though, I guess, if you... Because it says it can be picked up if you move through it or adjacent to it. But then that one says to equip it. So what's the difference between picking up and equipping? I guess at that one. Because equipping is a power action. But then on the... here, when it talks about carrying... that it says that when you may choose one adjacent. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about picking up. Object pickup. Once per move, this character may either pick up one light object or put down one held object in a square it moves through or adjacent to. So, what's the difference between picking up and equipping? So you could pick it up now, and then the next turn you could equip it?
Yeah.
I hope we're understanding that correctly. If we're not and we're butchering it, just let us know.
Michael said that he's still learning too, but he's been playing for about 3 years or so. So
I feel like that's the thing about this game is that nobody ever just like knows it, and then they change the rules on you so that everybody's learning. And we picked a really good time to learn because now everybody has to kind of not completely relearn, but learn a little bit.
Solo's going to use phasing teleport. He's going to move up here, and then the pool jet is going to carry all 5 of these guys because you can carry 5.
That's gonna suck. I'm not gonna enjoy that.
He's gonna move here.
So you, with yours, how does your movement work with yours then? So you picked it up, you carried it, but is it the same as mine where you had to pick a square and count from there?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much
your speed
like
is what? 10?
He's right here. Yeah, 10. So I figured 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So yeah, the front of yours is within 9 there. And then when you drop them, do you have to drop them adjacent to you because you've got Frey there? you carried them over, but now you've got Slapstick here is not adjacent.
Yeah, so we'll
And then, yeah, so he's not either.
go ahead and put them right there.
Cool.
And then we'll mark him with his one action.
Yeah.
Which one is... So he can't pivot the jet like that. Okay.
Oh, you have to keep it sideways. Wow.
So it does have to stay sideways?
So whatever, oh, and because it starts sideways. The only way you could start it front ways is if you were in a Battle Royale map with 4 squares then, correct?
Let's see what he says.
I'm so glad that people like had some free time to join us tonight.
Yeah.
We didn't really know what to expect.
This does help, for sure. Okay, so...
Yeah, so then it's just going to be from, if you choose the back square, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can do 8 if you want to go here, but your back square would have to line up, which is going to give you this whole section here. So you can still put it there, it's just going to be sideways.
7, 8, well, it'd have to be here, because...
You want to, I mean, you can go diagonal, can't you?
Yeah,
So you're here, 1, 2, 3,
5, 6,
4,
7,
5,
8.
6, 7, 8.
Right
That's your
there.
square here would be there. So 9 is going to be, and you've got a range of 10, so that's
Yeah.
fine. You can still put it where you wanted to put it. It's going to change your layout of how you drop your people, though. So they're not going to be adjacent to Frey at that point.
All right, there we go. So thank you for that, Michael. Like I said, we're always open for any type of advice or if we're doing things wrong. Okay, and then at that point, actually I can probably put mine right here, and I will go ahead and end my turn.
Okay. What to do? What to do? Now it's all real. I have charge there on Groot Thor, which will give him a speed of 8. Oh my gosh, ridiculous! I can't even think right now. A speed of 4. It's going to be rounded up. He has a normal speed of 7, so we'll cut that in half to charge, and we're not going to be close enough. Well, can I? No, charge is only close combat.
Does he have lead
1,
fly?
2, 3, 4. He's a flyer.
Oh, he's a fly. Oh, okay.
So yeah, I can move him anywhere. That's all fine, but I can't move him and then attack you. Not that you would necessarily want to attack me with your 50-point character, but you could, and I don't want you to. So no, I have giant reach. So
Yeah.
can I use charge and giant reach?
Your giant reach is just what your reach is. So when you make a close combat attack, it's up to 2 squares away.
That's so awesome. Okay. So, the only thing is that this stinking Thor, is not indomitable. There is a 198-point Thor that I could get to sideline and do all of that business with. That is indomitable, but this one is not. So, I might have to, if I have to clear him and then he gets to move that madcap, I'm going to be super annoyed. What to do, what to do? Why isn't he indomitable? That's so obnoxious. And we are looking at, okay. I don't know. I have leadership. So let's roll on Thor's leadership. Let's make sure Thor has it this time. Yes. So, make sure, yep. Correct? No, he's got a special on his. So he has ranged combat expert right now. He does not have leadership yet. And then I need to check over here on Balder. And Balder does have leadership. So how leadership works, let's see here. I just need to make sure that it's what the range and all of that business is on it.
I believe that has to be adjacent.
At the beginning of your turn, for all characters that can use this power, action total +1. At the beginning of your turn, you may roll a d6, 5 or 6. Remove an action token from an adjacent to friendly character. That stinks. Why can't it be ranged? Why can't leadership be ranged? It's useless otherwise, to me, for now. So I think I'm gonna have to clear Thor this time. That stinks. Groot, Thor, whatever. He's got the hammer. He's getting.
You don't want to clear yet.
Yeah, you're right. So there's no. So I need to keep Baldur adjacent to people, or else his leadership's gonna be useless to me, and I don't like that. Okay, so my Indomitable characters are Jane Foster and Ulick. And Ulick's...
And Frost Giant.
That's true, but... So, Frost Giant could go... If we're doing back corner there, it would be 1, 2...
It was this corner.
Does it stay that corner every turn, or do I choose a corner each turn to move Frost Giant?
I don't think it really matters. Just as long as you don't land on hindering or blocking terrain.
He has no range, Frost Giant there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he could land here. Nope. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then his front corner would be there if I did the front corner. 5. And he's got the movement speed of 9. But he has charge, so he would be able to move that 5. That would put him at 1, 2, 3, 4, actually. And then he'd be right up next to you to charge and hit the Merc Jet. You know, do you want to do that so early in the game? Who knows? Otherwise, he could just continue to carry and be super obnoxious, and then he has the pilot and whatever. So if he were able to hit him, he does a 5 damage right now.
So if you could hit me, then it would do a 4 because I have my toughness.
Yeah. So it would do 4 damage right now, and then at the end of the turn, his special on that damage is give an adjacent opposing character an action token, or give each adjacent opposing character that's lower points an action token. But nobody else is going to be opposing and adjacent to me, so it would just be giving the Mercjet a action token, which he already has 1. Is it Indomitable? Are they all as Colossals Indomitable?
Pretty sure. I believe so. I don't know. He's got that weird, like...
Oh, he's the taxi. So how does the taxi symbol work with... does that not make you Indomitable if you're a taxi symbol there?
I'm trying to remember. I know I read something about that. I think that vehicles are not Indomitable, but...
So if I hit you with 4... If I'm able to hit you and I hit you with that 4 damage because you've reduced it, then I give you an action token. Do you then take an additional... I mean, you're going to take an extra damage at that point because you're not Indomitable.
Should be a push, yeah.
I think so. I don't know. If we're wrong, of course, let us know. But we're gonna try for that. Because he's Indomitable, he's going to get that second token there. This is so weird. This is such a strange thing playing with Colossals. So he charged the Mercjet. He has a 12. Mercjet has 18 with toughness, and so I need to roll a 6 or better to attack, and I will do 4 damage plus a push.
You need to roll whatever?
6. Dang it.
That's a table prop.
Character prob. Lame. Alright, I rolled a 7.
I'm going to prob it with She-Hulk.
That's so lame because you've got all those people so freaking adjacent. Okay, but with the team prompt control, it's only one person. Each person can use it 1 time per whatever.
However many you have.
Yeah. And so you could... I mean, not that you necessarily want to, but you have like 4 other people adjacent that you could use prop control on this round. Okay. So, one more time here. Unless he probs it again. Whatever. 7. You're so ridiculous. You're going to waste these things.
Yeah, but that's 5 damage.
5 damage and... I mean, but it's a Colossal. It's got like 15 clicks.
Yeah, but...
So far, I like the Frost Giant.
He hits too hard.
He does. He hits really hard. I mean, honestly, I guess we should have... When we're like sitting there wishing for Mangog, that's because we had a preview of Mangog. So we should have compared his abilities to Man God to see.
Reroll.
You're so sad. This is just sad.
Yeah.
5. That's so lame. And I'm not going to use one of mine. And I guess even if I could, it'd be putting an action on either one of these guys, right?
Yep.
And I don't want to do that. So I'm not going to prob it, even though it's super frustrating. But he is still going to take... No, he's not going to take that push because I couldn't do the damage. Should I prob it?
No. No, you should not.
No, you shouldn't. I don't know. I feel like I should because you look there is indomitable, and I can't really like do much with him next time anyway. He's got a charge of he'd have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not true. I guess I could attack Madcap next time. So it's a matter of, do I want to attack Madcap next time, put that second token on myself, and then leave myself vulnerable? Or do I want to use him to prob something? I'm not going to use the rock troll for it because he just doesn't have enough life to take that kind of a push right now. I don't know. First hit of the game. We should vote. Could we do a vote in the comments there?
Well, Amber said that she has us on mute. She has a couple other. She is filming something as well, but she wants to keep it on.
Sweet. Well, I appreciate that, Amber. You want to comment back to Amber that we appreciate her watching us regardless of her filming as well. And then if she wants to like leave us a link to whatever it is she's filming, if that's like a public thing, we'll check it out. But anybody else that can hear us right now and cares at all, just give me a vote. Should I prob control? Should I use my prob control and my Indomitable on Ulick to try to re-roll and try to hit this Merc Jet for 5 damage?
No.
I think that I should, but
my vote's no. But
I think if we, since we have viewers, we're gonna put it up to a vote. Everybody, let me know your votes. We'll give you like 30 seconds.
Well, either Michael or Amber, but I think they're the only viewers at the moment.
I don't know. Weigh in, Michael, if you're still there. What should I do? Take the
veteran player at the moment.
Yeah. Use the prob control to try to hit him anyway, or not.
Oh, you said no.
You're a liar.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Use the prob.
Yes! You came in right under the wire, too. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put the prob on this Indomitable Ulick. And he's not going to be able to do anything this turn, but it is what it is. Actually, yeah. Okay, so we're rolling it. He can still prob it again, and I don't doubt that he will, but I have to at least try to get this first hit in. 6 or better. 5! You gotta be kidding me! Whatever, he's dancing, and it's fine. You probably shouldn't see him dancing anyway. Okay, so, take that second action there. Where's the rest of our baby dice? Because I need one.
Just turn it.
Oh, 2 a 2? Yeah, good idea. Look at you being smart. Alright, so no hit, super disappointing, and now I'm stuck there. I wish he had like hypersonic, that'd be sweet. Okay, so.
I do.
Yeah, of course. Let's see here. I don't know that anybody else can do anything. Do I have any free actions? Thor there can sidestep. And Jane can equip herself. So Jane is going to equip herself with the Asgardian shield. What that's going to do for her is
Energy shield deflection.
she gets that energy shield deflection, and if she needs to throw it, she does no damage. She's a crap character other than just being total support. She doesn't do any damage herself, but if she needs to throw this, she will at least get that 1 damage. So she gets energy shield deflect for all of those 50-point characters that can actually attack her. I'm feeling like that was a good idea on my part. We're going to hope so. Thor's going to have to clear before he can equip himself with that spear. But that spear is going to give him a giant reach of 2. And he can use an object action that is not considered an object attack to use that spear there. I doubt that I'm going to want to chuck the spear, but it's possible. I could try.
Mm-hmm.
So I think everybody else is just going to clear this round. That seems like probably my best idea. And then this guy here is going to have to clear next time. Sound about right? Nobody else has Thor has sidestep, but I don't think that I need to use it right now. Just checking my notes. Yeah, clear. Clear him. Nope, that's hers. We learned from the tabletop teacher, one of his lessons. I'm loving that guy, but we did learn from him to use 2 different colored tokens, because especially in a game like this where you've got so many characters and so many people moving this round, you will sometimes forget how many times you moved or what you moved, and so using the different colors definitely helps us to remember who we moved when there are this many people on the board. So with that prob control action token there, I can't, even though he didn't do anything else this round, I still can't clear him.
I don't believe so, no.
Okay. Sweet. That's it for me. I do need to use the restroom real quick.
Okay.
Don't cheat.
I'm pretty sure Michael will keep me honest. Alright, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to roll a mind control on Balder. So I need to roll a 9 or better. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess I'll wait and see if she wants to prob it or not. All right. So what I decided to do was use mind control on Balder, and I needed to roll a 9 or better because I have 9 and he has 18, and I rolled a 10.
Okay.
Are you wanting to do anything about it, or can you do anything about it?
Let me stuff my face here for a second. And then I'll come check.
So Madcap's using mind control.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's in line of sight. What is the team point totals? Mine is 911 with the items. And then hers is
999 with my items.
999. So we're playing a 1,000-point game, but we didn't quite hit 1,000 points.
And that was really, I mean, yes, it was because of the Colossals, but we could have done much smaller point ranges even with our Colossals. We just, because we have so many brand new Asgardians, we wanted to be able to do just a big game. Plus, we have one of our local venues is doing an 1,800-point Colossal battle here in the next week or two. So we're just kind of practicing for that and figuring out what we're going to want to do for that. Balder doesn't have the ability to do anything about that, correct?
Nope.
You can't use, like, invulnerability because it's not an attack.
Nope. There's no damage being issued.
So, yeah, as far as I know, I can't do anything anyway. Unless I guess I probbed your...
Which the only one
He's the only one in line of sight and he can't.
Alright.
Okay.
So.
Guess what, guys? Halloween candy, it's in the stores. I'm super excited.
Balder's going to use charge. 1, 2, 3. He needs to roll, what is your 19? He needs to roll an 8 or better to hit. 3. Doesn't matter. Not my person. Okay.
19 with invincible, so what would that have done?
Invincible would have cut it in half.
So he would have done 1. All right.
Attack me
She-Hulk.
with my own man.
She-Hulk is going to use charge. 1, 2, 3. She's actually using her Heroes for Hire ATA free action token for that. We should have to take a push.
I didn't even look at ATAs. I completely forgot. So lame. I
ran out of points
I
anyway.
was out of points. I could have gotten rid of somebody though if there was like a really sweet ATA.
9 or better. Missed. So that's cool. All right.
Yes.
So Iron Fist is going to use Lead Climb. 1, 2, 3. He is going to attack. He needs to roll an 8 or better. He is using Close Combat Expert, and he is increasing his damage by 2. Should have increased my attack. Alright. He is using his free as well. Alright. Slapstick is using Terror is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Terror is going to outwit your... Is that pink? Yep. He's going to outwit your Invincible.
Nah.
Slapstick is using his free action to choose the Hypersonic Speed movement action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You roll a 9 or better. 6. 6, 7, 8, 9. And can you give Madcap?
Mm-hmm. Ma'am.
Fool Killer is going to equip the mirror. That's an action token.
Mm-hmm.
And then Stingray's going to clear. She-Hulk and Iron Fist are going to clear. Solo's going to clear. And that ends turn.
Sweet. I feel like this is where the battle truly begins. Okay.
Oh wait, sorry. And Merc clears.
Good plan. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then okay. So I have charge with Groot Thor. He has a giant reach with the 2, and then he has plasticity within 3 squares. So Madcap's not going to be able to go anywhere. Does that apply to the Colossal or only to people smaller than Groot Thor? Plasticity.
I don't think Colossals are affected by plasticity. I might be wrong.
Adjacent characters get breakaway -2. Adjacent opposing characters of the same size or smaller can't use enhanced movement. For the, what is that arrow? Enhanced movement for moving through squares adjacent to or occupied opposing characters without stopping. So regardless, it does have to be smaller or the same size. So it's not going to affect
so all of
Jet at all.
everyone but the Jet is going to be stuck, but or they're going to have to add 2 to their breakaway roll. But
not everyone, just everyone within 3 squares of
Yeah.
where he's at. That's his plasticity range, which rocks. But his giant reach is still the same. It appears that he doesn't get a giant reach of 3. Then he still only has the giant reach of 2, I would assume. But that's fine because he's a flyer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll put him right here for his charge. And his attack is an 11 against Madcap's 17 with super senses.
yes.
Okay. So if there's a chance I won't hit him at all, but if I do, it will be a 4 damage, and next time I have shape change. So Madcap's not indomitable anyway, but regardless, I have shape change on my dial, so that'll help me out for standing right there. Oh, Madcap doesn't even have a range, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so we're hoping he doesn't get the shape change, and I need to hit him with a 6 or better. 9.
So how much?
4 damage on Madcap. I'm really hoping I can get rid of these, at least some of these 50-point characters, because they are the ones that can attack that Jane Foster, and I need that Jane Foster to be able to bring in my Jane Foster Thor.
Alright, and go ahead and mark him.
Okay, so he's taking a token there. And what do we want Balder to do? Balder also has a charge with, so he'll be able to move 4 as well, and we'll do 3 damage, and then he's got a special there on his damage. That gives him leadership and empower, shape change if he is adjacent to a friendly character. So I would need to move somebody else up next to him to be able to use that leadership next time as well. So he's just going to go 1-2 with his charge, attack She-Hulk. He is at 11, she's at 17 with something.
Invincible.
What are those eyes? Invulnerable. Invulnerable is...
Reduces it by 2.
Yeah. I don't know why they gave so many. So invincible, reduces damage taken by 2, can reduce penetrating damage, takes a maximum damage of 3. Invulnerable reduces damage taken by 2. And then impervious is a whole other thing. So he does a 3 damage, so it would only do 1 damage to She-Hulk, but it might help me out. And so we're gonna do that. He needs, what was it? He has an 11 on her 17, again 6. I got a lot of six differences here. So I need to roll a 6 or better to hit her for 1 damage after reductions. I rolled a critical hit, so it's going to be 2 then, right?
Yep.
So that's awesome. Critical clicks.
Such a dork. That is why she wanted the name Critical Clicks.
So
because
the story behind the name there was we are Kyle and Kylie. It's been a running joke for quite a while, and so we went for a while. Some of our usernames on some of our stuff is K squared, and I just didn't feel like K squared really highlighted the gaming world nearly enough, and we will be focusing quite a bit on hero clicks for our channel here. So then I was trying to figure out, well, what can we use the squared for, and whatever, it all came down to critical clicks with 2 Ks to represent both of us. I'm pretty proud of it. Thor is going to equip himself with the spear. That's an action there. He also has sidestep. I could sidestep him and have him be adjacent.
2?
Yeah, because he's right here.
I said 2.
Oh, no, I couldn't, because that's not enough space. He would have to move 3. But is it worth sidestepping him just anywhere? I don't really know why I would right now. And then maybe put Rock Troll up there adjacent to him so he can use his leadership next time. Yeah, I think that might be good for now. We'll put Rock Troll right up there.
You know he can use leadership, right?
Really?
Unless it's lower point values. Actually, I think it might be lower point values.
Where do you see that? Leadership.
No, Balder is next to...
Oh! Yeah, I don't know how that works, I guess. Does it have to be somebody that's a lower point value? Action total +1. No, it just says remove an action token from an adjacent friendly character that's less points or shares a keyword.
That's less points.
Oh, yes, I see what you're saying there, yeah. So Balder has 80 points. He could remove a token from Rock Troll. I don't have many people under 100 points on my team other than Jane. Let's see what we got going on. Thor's 100, Iron Man's 100, Loki's 100, Ulik is 100, 175 on Groot Thor. So yeah, really Rock Troll's pretty much the only person besides Jane who I'm not going to like put into line of fire if I can help it, that he'll be able to take a token from anyway. And so yeah, that works out. He won't be able to use leadership this time, but he can use it next time, to my understanding. Okay, so Thor is now equipped and has giant reach.
So what? Oh, Thor has giant reach, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, I guess, what to do with Iron Man because he can't fly yet, so he can't carry Jane. Jane's going to have to walk up to him at some point to remain adjacent to him, or she can just walk up to the rock troll and put herself in some blocking terrain there. Right here, next to everybody, is blocking terrain. So that might be decent. I might just go ahead and use your idea, especially because rock troll might end up dead earlier on, which would allow me to bring in the Thor girl that I really want. And at that point, I wouldn't have to worry so much about Jane Foster, which is what I'm going to do for the majority of the game otherwise. And she's indomitable, so I will be able to shove her up here next to Box Troll and probably just keep her next to him the whole time. And I will also be keeping him next to Baldur the whole time to keep his leadership and all that. So we'll see how that all goes for me. I won't be sad if Rock Troll dies, though. If I can keep them in kind of a triangle formation there, then I could actually replace when Baldur dies as well. So we'll see, we'll see what I can do. Good lord, the neighbors are loud. Yeah, so she's going to take a second action there. Alright, Loki's got phase teleport, and he's got it within 8. So he cannot phase and then attack, which is frustrating. But if I can phase him somewhere, he does have dual targeting, which is awesome. And that's within a range of 8. He typically does 3 damage, so that's going to get reduced down to just 1 per person. But, that's still...
Depending on who you hit, may not do anything.
Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has a range of 8 though, so I really don't even need to do all of that. And the only reason I would actually need to use the phase teleport is if I was moving through something, and I don't think I would be. I think I'm just going to move up in general. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. It's going to leave him out in the open. He has no stealth or anything special like that. And he is not indomitable, so he's going to have to clear next time, and then all these people are out here that are also not indomitable, but Stingray does not have an action. So Stingray could definitely hit me next time. I have Shape Change, so I have Shape Change and Super Senses. Is that what that is?
Yep.
Wow, Shape Change and Super Senses. So if I don't evade you just on my Shape Change alone, I can still try to evade you with my Super Senses. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I got back here somewhere, then I could...
You would have to stop right there.
That's true.
That puts you in combat.
What if I
Well, no phasing teleport, so never mind. You would be able to go right there, but...
Yeah. But we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So this is where we're looking at for range. But if I phase teleported myself right behind you, and then targeted both of you, are you both 50-point? Yeah, both 50-point characters. I could knock both of you down 1, or I could choose to just target one of you. Or if I'm right here, he's not. I don't think he's within line of sight. I'm not sure how that. He might be within line of sight there as well. So I could target you and you over here. I don't think it's really gonna matter. We're gonna try, I think, and we'll base you here, and that's gonna be my action. Plus, if he actually does manage to hit me, he's gonna take a damage for himself anyway. Okay, so then we're gonna end up clearing Ulick, I know, and then I can get the Enchantress down here on the board. She can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So diagonal maybe. She could just kind of go wherever. Let's see what she got going on there. Mind control, stealth. Oh, but if I can get her close to his opposing characters, then I can move them back that one space. So I might just have her come out here and the next turn come up this direction to kind of get it onto that area. And then if I can get her like in here, within 6, I can move all of them back 1. So it just depends on where he moves next time. But it might be good for the next couple of moves for me to continuously move up that direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll just put her there then. She has that shape change for a while. She has stealth, that rocks. She has poison right now. So, cool.
Shape change?
She doesn't have shape change. Shape change is her special with the mirror. She's equipped with that mirror.
If she equips the mirror.
She's equipped. No, she's already equipped the game. She begins the game equipped with the mirror.
So with these new ones, you don't have to actually equip the mirror to them?
For the people who start, like, Captain America starts with the shield, it's already equipped. Balder starts with his sword, it's already equipped. If it says it's already equipped, then
well,
yes.
I could have sworn that if you didn't actually give them the mirror,
no,
then it does not equip
that's why
them.
it says she starts the game equipped with
006, the mirror.
Yes, because it's on her already. His sword's on him already. The shield's on him already. That's what you said that yesterday even. They are already equipped with it. That's why you get the object separate and why the object has a cost, because other people can use that separate object, but she is already equipped with it. So that's it for her and Iron Man. He's only got the 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'd just leave him out in the open, but I want to get him off that click anyway, so that might be helpful for me. Yeah, we'll do it. Okay, so Ulick's getting cleared this time, and giant guy, Frost, whatever, is getting cleared this time. This prog control token is just, in the garbage back here, so I don't forget to use it again. I think that's it, correct?
Yep.
Good?
Alright, there we go. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt a sidestep breakaway on Stingray. Got it. So 1, 2. Now a sidestep breakaway on Fool Killer. Did not get it. That's fine. Okay, so Fool Killer is going to outweight your shape change. And he will attack with Precision Strike, which means you reduce your super senses by 1.
What does that mean? I have to...
Means you have to roll a... super senses is what now? I don't know if they changed it or not. Yeah, you have to roll a 6 in order for me to miss you.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that was a change. I think that was always that way because Kira got me with that the other day.
Yep. So with Precision Strike, I just reduce your super senses by 1. So you have to roll a 6. If I do hit you, I have to roll a 7 or better. 8 with knockback. Okay, so I do 2 damage.
Don't I roll my Precision Strike?
Or you can roll your super senses.
What are you doing?
You're not gonna get a 6.
You don't know that. You don't know me.
Oh.
1.
So you get 1, 2 with a knockback of 1, 2.
And you take 1 damage yourself.
Yep. Which my outwit is still good. Next, Terror is going to sidestep over 1.
Why is your outwit still good?
Because I still have it. And you still have super senses. So the outwit goes until the beginning of my next turn.
I don't have super sense. Shape change, that's what you
Or yeah, shape change, that's what I mean. Alright. Fool Killer is going to attack with Penetrating Psychic Blast. So penetrating psychic blast should bypass your... What is that? Actually, what is the blue defense? Mastermind. Do you have Mastermind? This character would be hit by an opponent's attack that deals damage. You may choose an adjacent friendly character that wouldn't be hit by this attack and that has less points or shares a keyword. Friendly character instead becomes a hit target of this attack, even if it is already a target or would be an illegal target.
Nobody is close enough to him for that to matter.
Alright, so I need to roll a 6 or better to hit him. Your super senses are still outwitted.
Shape change.
Or yeah.
9.
Alright, so he does another 3 damage. Alright, and you no longer have your shape change. During this turn. And now Terror is going to use his free action token to make an attack.
And you damaged me, so you clicked him down 1.
Alright, and then Terror gets to make an attack. Do you have any pink powers? Nope. Alright, so I need to roll a 6 or better.
5.
Should I... Nope, not going to do it. Okay. So now, Stingray is going to attack. Needs to roll a 6 or better. Ah, table prop. Nine. You get another 3 damage. KO'd. So use your illusion token. Stupid. Since you do have your super senses back, then it is still outwitted.
It's only outwitted for this turn, though.
Yeah, beginning of my next turn. It's until the beginning of your next turn. Which is not going to matter on your turn, so...
No.
Alright, there's that. Now, I'm going to use Slapsticks. No, we're going to wait. Okay, so Iron Fist is going to use Close Combat Experts. He is going to increase his damage by 2. He needs to roll an 8 or better. Miss. Alright.
You took him down 1 click for hitting me, correct?
I think so. Did I?
No, he's still on his first click.
Okay. Doesn't matter. Doesn't change anything. Alright, She-Hulk's going to swing. Needs to do a 9 or better. And a 6. At some point, I will hit you.
You'll see.
Alright, Madcap is going to... Ooh, I need to roll a 10 or better for that. That's not promising at all. Alright. Mercjet is going to use Hypersonic. Am I going to have to break away with him?
On who?
Mercjet. It's a Colossal versus a Colossal. I don't know if I have to break away. I know with smaller figures I don't. But a Colossal...
I'm pretty sure you still have to. You must break away if you are adjacent to an opposing character. That's all it says. I know Colossal, let me see real quick. Giant size affects that. But I don't know if it affects that for other. Okay, so great size is enhanced movement through the lines of fire drawn to or from this character are not blocked by elevated terrain or outdoor blocking terrain and are hindered only if the line of fire is drawn to a square of hindering terrain that includes the target. Enhanced movement through all the terrains, and
does that include characters?
It doesn't, but it does have that enhanced movement for that symbol. This character can move through squares adjacent. Yeah, still needs to break away under that arrow symbol down the bottom.
Okay.
So since it's a Colossal to Colossal, I'm assuming that that all applies, and you do still need to break away from my Colossal.
which I broke away anyway.
Sweet, you're rolling lucky tonight.
Breakaway hypersonic speed, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or no, 3, sorry. Alright, precision strike on Mr. I was going to see if it would be worth it to switch with Deadpool's, but it's not. Alright, precision strike, since I do have Deadpool as a pilot on Frost Giant. You need to roll an 8 or better to do 4 damage. 6. Is it worth it?
Real quick, I know that you ignore terrain and all of that
Ooh.
for movement purposes, but can you land on 2 different levels of
Yes.
terrain?
Deadpool's merc jet may occupy different squares of different elevation.
Up top.
Okay. Madcap actually has probability control now because you hit him, so he's going to prob it.
I mean, really, he hit himself.
All right, so now Slapstick's going to prob it. 6, 7, 8. Finally.
Do they still get to use prob even though they moved this time?
He didn't move this time. He moved last time. I was going to clear him this time.
And he didn't just prob it on himself?
No, he probbed this.
Oh, gotcha.
All right, so 4 damage on Mr. Frost Giant. Because penetrating damage cannot, or ignores, penetrating damage just does the full damage.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. What's the damage amount?
Damage is 4.
Okay. So penetrating. We have to look into that penetrating psychic. That doesn't make. I don't know because the penetrating psychic blast doesn't actually help. The roll doesn't actually help because all it says is penetrating.
Gotcha.
Mm.
Remember, we tried to look it up in there.
That's what we were doing earlier and we forgot.
Yeah, Michael said you can apply two different squares of terrain, so elevated terrain, if you're a vehicle or a colossal.
Okay, so penetrating damage. What was our question there?
Does penetrating damage ignore essentially invincible and vulnerable? That's what Mick was saying, but I'm not sure if that's still the case. Because I know they changed the rules.
I don't know. We're going to go to page 12 here and see if this says anything about it.
Michael, you got any idea on that one? If like precision strike being penetrating damage would ignore her invincible or not?
The rulebook doesn't appear to have any kind of an index. So I'm having trouble figuring out what exactly penetrating means.
If we go to the HeroClix rules,
I don't know, maybe under damage sequence?
you go under glossary, penetrating would be damage dealt that cannot be reduced.
Yeah, that's what I
So-
thought, but
I just wanted to double check. I wanted to make sure I wasn't doing anything like illegal. And then that is that. All right. And then Madcap. What is that? That is Leap Climb.
oh good lord. So the guy earlier that posted in the HeroClix Around the World group that bought the, he's supposed to be quitting the game, but he ended up buying the Thor brick. He pulled the generic Colossus, generic Groot, Colossus, whatever. And he says, so much for that, time to move on. So he's decided he is actually quitting the game after just spending $140 on the Mighty Thor brick.
That's fine.
Wow.
All right, I am going to be. Is there anything I can outwit? Range. I am going to. I'm using Madcap's free action to attempt a breakaway. can't probably because I already did. Ah, that's sad. Oh, that would have been awesome to use.
We need to get a banner. Look, when we share our link.
Yeah.
So we need to design a banner and put it on there because the link isn't, it's not very flashy right now.
So I'm going to just clear, whoops. And that was everybody. That could be cleared this time. I believe. No, because solo attacked the same turn as Fool Killer and stuff. But I used a different color token on it. Okay. Yeah. I think I confused myself just now. Okay, so I wasn't actually supposed to clear any of them. Okay.
Those were, yeah, I think all of those people had actions that time.
Because I attacked Loki this turn.
Mm-hmm.
So these were all supposed to be here. Terror cleared because all he did was just use his Outwit, which was free, and his Sidestep. Okay. Alright, we're good. We're good. Okay, your turn. Whew. Almost made a bad move right there.
Okay.
We really need to get a sequence order, or at least I do. I need to get a sequence order together.
Right here. You have beginning of game sequence, turn sequence, move sequence, attack sequence, damage sequence, and knockback sequence. So just keep that. That's why that's one of the.
I'm talking about my own people, like putting them in like order.
That's why I take notes. And you make fun of me for taking my notes prior to the game, but that's why I do it, or else I'm gonna forget what I planned on doing for the game.
I make fun of you because you sit there for like 45 minutes just writing things.
No, I did 20 to 25 minutes today. That was my best time yet. For a 1,000-point team with my very first Colossal on a team I've never played before, 25 minutes for notes taking was pretty good. Okay. Can he attack then?
Yeah.
I mean, he can attack little people?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, guys. That's my headset. Thank you, Michael. That's sweet of you. He said you guys have chemistry together as a HeroClix team.
Well, I'm hoping we have more chemistry together than just that. But yeah, I think we're doing fairly well tonight for a friendly game. Kyle struggles with friendly games. He's very, very competitive, but we're getting there. Okay.
Nothing died yet, Amber. We are actually doing... actually, technically, Loki died, but he has that illusion token, which brings him back to life. So, extremely overpowered for a starter piece set, or a starter set piece.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, so far, nothing has died.
Okay, so...
2 hours in and nothing's died. Yeah, I know. It's a little crazy.
Yep, I think a lot of that has to do with the dice, and then some of that has to do with first 30 minutes at least was just explaining our teams.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were expecting this to run 3.5 hours total. I think at the 3.5 hour mark, we're gonna shut it down.
I'd say 3, because I don't know if I want to do this for for anything longer than that, because yeah, 30 minutes is good, but I'd say like 2.5 or so, we're probably just gonna cut it off and just start doing synopsis.
Okay, so this Frost Giant can attack, he can only attack one person though, that's still the same. He just picks one of these people adjacent to him. Oh,
did you at least give him a run for his money, Amber? Said she managed to get her butt kicked by a 9-year-old in the meantime.
Aww. Surely he was just learning and you were just being super helpful.
No, what was your question?
He just picks one person to attack. He doesn't have dual targeting. He doesn't have range or anything, so he just picks one person.
Except for through Colossal Retaliation, which
right.
he only has on his last click.
So, all he's got going for him right now, charge, sidestep.
She got a crit hit, and I missed the only attack I made.
Oh, man. Okay.
We've had a couple of those misses today.
Who is more annoying to me? She-Hulk or...
That's actually awesome. We're wanting to, we have a 6-year-old, or soon-to-be 6-year-old.
Very soon-to-be 6-year-old.
That we're kind of teaching how to play. It holds his attention for about 20 minutes, and then he's done. then he starts
So if
like
we can-
playing around.
Yeah, with like 1 to 200 point week, it's a 200 point max with him because he gets super bored after that. But with simple games like Shoots and Ladders, he can't focus because there's just not enough to challenge him. And then with this, anything over 200 points, he gets bored because the turns take too long and, you know, whatever. But at 200 points or less, and he's very excited to play with his new undead characters tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. I think, since, I don't know.
You want to roll your leadership?
Yeah. He's
Oh,
the only
nice.
one that has it.
Yeah. Right now.
I mean, it's only going to take it off of the rock troll, and I don't know that I'm going to be moving the rock troll, but we'll see. Oh, just one.
Yeah, what are you doing? Hey, you got it.
So we'll take that there off of rock troll.
Take off that there token.
Yep. I don't know. I think we're gonna attack Iron Fist with the Frost Giant. He has an 11 to Iron Fist's 17.
With a close combat, I do get a +1 to my defense, so I have an 18. So you have to roll a 7 or better with super senses.
7 or better, or 7 or better, because she has 18.
Yep.
Anyway.
With toughness. So she's going to reduce it by 1. He has a chance to miss, but you may hit him with the entire 3.
And he has close combat expert, so I can increase.
Attack or damage or both.
I want to increase the. I'm at 3 damage. I could probably kill somebody, or get real close to killing somebody.
Not with 3.
With 5, if I increase them up to by 2.
Yeah, maybe.
I might get close. We're gonna increase up the damage. I need to roll a 7 or better on Iron Fist.
Okay.
And that shape change.
Super senses, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean. We're both screwing that one up. I hope you don't get the super senses, because I really want to do it. 7 or better. 6. Okay, so do I want to prob that? Because I'm getting real tired of not hitting people because of these dice. You can prob it?
Yep. He's in line of sight.
Can he still do something this turn then?
Yeah, if you do the prob before your action.
Yeah. Okay. What is that white token for?
That's your
that's my
illusion token.
That's garbage too. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have Ulick prob it just because Ulick is indomitable and nobody else is.
By the way, we use poker chips for our tokens just because we're cheap.
Well, and they're perfect, really. I will eventually buy some themed ones or get on Etsy. I've seen a couple people do some custom ones, whatever, but yeah. I just gotta decide which ones I actually like the best. Okay, so trying again. 7 or better on Iron Fist. 9. Just rolling.
And missed! Whoop whoop!
That's so lame. Super Senses is dumb.
Yeah, that's I've see the people that we play with. They use a lot of themed ones, but whenever we keep watching like the YouTube videos and stuff of people playing, a lot of them use poker chips. So it does not surprise me whatsoever that people seem to use them quite a bit.
All right. Thor's going to take a push. Groot Thor's going to take a push to try to attack Madcap again. Does he has the super senses as well?
No, he has toughness and he has prop control.
Okay, so he's going to do 4 damage if he can hit you.
-1 for the toughness.
So he'll do 3.
Yep.
And he has an 11 to your 17.
I don't leave him on private.
So he needs to roll a 6 or better.
Prop.
10. I hope it's critical this time. Critical clicks.
You're such a dork.
7. Still got it.
Alright, first KO.
You only
Madcap.
hit him with 3.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
all he had?
You only had 1 left, or 2 clicks after that.
He's only got 3 clicks total?
No, he's already been hit once. He's on click 5 right now.
Oh, that rocks! I took out my first guy!
Little wooden cat faces. That's awesome. Amber said when she first started, she used little wooden cat faces for her tokens.
Sweet. Do you have cats, Amber?
Ours are running around acting like heathens.
No, they're not. Oliver's asleep on the ground.
They
Oliver,
were running around.
It's Oliver Queen and Castiel from
Supernatural.
Cass. Yeah, super nerds in this house. Okay, so that was successful, and that was totally worth taking a push on Greek Thor.
What do we need to mark him?
Yep, he's got marked there for the one.
No, my boyfriend at the time did hit my nickname way back when it was Kitty, though. Aw,
cute.
Okay.
Okay, now I could take a push there on Balder. Is it worth it?
No.
What do you mean? No.
It's not gonna be.
It's worth it.
Because you're gonna miss.
Super, super worth it. 11 on... Why is everybody at an 11?
You have to roll 7 or better to hit me, and I'm gonna reduce it by 1.
That's okay, because I'll hit you with 2.
And you're just gonna make me better.
And I... What's Empower do? Anything? Any good?
I remember it, but I don't use it very often, so I forgot it.
Adjacent friendly characters modify +1 while making a close attack.
Oh, you could have used that on him.
Ah, come on. That's so lame. Okay. Yeah, damage +1. Well, it was only on damage, so it wasn't on his actual...
Oh, yeah, on his attack roll.
So had he hit you, yeah, it would have knocked you out because I was already going to do quite a bit of damage to you anyway.
You were going to do the 5, so I would have given you 6 damage.
You're going to fall out of that chair. Okay, so Baldur's going to take a push to try to hit She-Hulk.
You're not gonna hit.
And it's going to be 7.
You're not gonna hit. You're not
Or
gonna hit.
more.
You're not gonna hit.
Ooh, 9.
So 2.
2 damage. Again, another push that was totally worth it.
Okay. Told you you're gonna be better.
Whatever. Make myself better.
Did you?
I don't know. I got, what did I got?
Did you lose your leadership?
What did I got? No, invulnerability, still have my leadership, and empower and shape change. And, yeah, so no, not worse at all.
Leadership and shape change?
Yeah, it's my special.
Is it a traded ability or?
Yeah. No, it's only on the damage
Oh.
when it's, yeah, when it's squared around the damage, then that's it.
I want to know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, Amber. Should I sound like her husband when we play? Or when they play?
What do you think?
I don't know yet. I'm a little
He's undecided on that word.
I'm a little
I think we're both
because,
undecided on that word. It's been coming up quite a bit lately in public, but yeah, I don't know. We haven't actually corrected people. We've had a lot of people.
No, she's saying that I sound like her husband
Oh, okay.
when they play.
No, in general in life, we are not married, and so we get a lot of people that call Kyle my husband. They just immediately assume he's my husband. I think we definitely interact like an old married couple, and so people automatically call him my husband, and we don't correct them. So I don't know. I think we're like easing ourselves into maybe the idea of maybe being okay with it, maybe someday.
Is he ruthless whenever you guys play, Amber, or is he
Yeah, because you're getting a very skewed view of Kyle right now. He's not actually very. He's very competitive. He's not usually good at a friendly game.
We're recording this live, so I need to like tone it down about 50 notches than what I usually play.
That's nice. Okay. So Enchantress is gonna have to clear. I could move Ulick, but I'm gonna have to move him like all the way around people because all these people and blocking terrain.
Jason and I were together for 10 years before we got married.
5. Yeah, my sister and her husband were together for a good long time before they had kids and like had their whole life together and everything before they ever actually officially got married. I truly don't care. I have been married once before, so it's just not really that big of a deal to me.
Married once, divorced, and then was engaged again, and that didn't work out. So I'm gonna take my time before I commit to anything.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely committed. He's been here quite a while.
You're moving Groot Thor up.
No, I was gonna use
You can't move Groot Thor up.
Ulick and just get Ulick up in here to do something.
Up in there.
Yeah. I just don't know what. If I get him up here, is it gonna be... Well, you have to clear him. And he has no range. Alright, so we're gonna move Ulick then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can move up to 7. I don't know if I want to move him up to 7. 6, 7. Ulick himself doesn't have any range or anything like that. So I don't know. I guess if I go up the full 7, then that would actually put Slapstick. He would be stuck next to me. Do I have any pink ability? Nope, no pink abilities. Or is he yellow?
He's yellow.
Yeah, well, I don't have any yellow either.
Doesn't matter. You keep forgetting about his free ability.
What's his free ability?
I can choose any move action, including phase teleport, which is going to ignore breakaway.
You're so ridiculous. Don't make that noise. Well, that works out in my favor, though, because I don't necessarily want you to be stuck next to me. I just want to be able to move up here somewhat safely. Alright, we'll do it. We'll see how it goes, because like everybody has pointed out, we don't have enough kills, and it's been going on a while. They're going for blood! Okay, so that's done on him. He is indomitable, he doesn't take a push there. Thor's gonna just, sidestep his way up while he's got that free action. So, yeah, it looks like just 1, 2. We'll go that direction. And Enchantress is going to have to clear. Jane's going to have to clear. I think that's going to be it. Am I within range of outwitting or perplexing anybody? And do I have outwit and perplex anymore?
It looks like...
I don't think I have it anymore.
No.
Not currently.
She has perplex, but she's a little bit too far away.
I could push
1,
Loki
2,
to do
3,
some
4,
damage.
5, 6, 7. Actually, Groot Thor would be within range of her perplex.
It'd just be perplexing up his defense, though, which is already pretty decent. I might push Loki to try to do a little bit more damage. Just do 1 more on each of these if I can hit, and I would need to roll a 6 or better. They both have super senses, though.
Oh, no, he doesn't have super senses. He has, he ignores half damage, so you would do him no damage, and he could avoid it at all.
Can I,
completely.
With this light object, is it just, a heavy object is hindering terrain, correct? A light object is not?
Yes.
So I could go for him. But he has toughness, or he has the pink? I can't. I think he has toughness, yeah.
Yeah, he has toughness.
And he has toughness, so it might be worth it more to try to hit him for the full 3 damage. I don't know. I guess Loki's going to take a push to try to hit Solo, to try to hit him for the full 3 damage. He has super senses. He might be able to get out of it.
You need to roll a 6 or better.
Six. Yeah, 3 damage to Solo.
Where's the other one? Oh, my pocket. All right.
So then, clear Enchantress, clear Jane. Iron Man didn't move, did he?
No.
He does have outwit, doesn't he? Yeah, he does have outwit. So he's going to outwit. Which one of you guys has the ability to outwit?
All of them.
Crap. Well, I guess he's gonna outwit Terror's ability to outwit. Just since
Pink abilities.
No, that's true. Who has the ability? Who has red?
Deadpool, and he's safe inside the jet.
Okay, so then you can outwit my shape change, and that was on Fool Killer.
Which you can't see him.
Because he's behind blocking.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't think that anybody else's outwits really are too terrible, because I will still get to keep my super senses.
Yeah, you'll have super senses. No one has orange. No one has pink. No one has pink. So, I mean, the only thing that might be decent is his pulse wave. Yeah, about it.
I could outwit, like, sidestep, I guess. I would, whatever. No, I could outwit his, nope, can't see him. I was going to outwit his precision strike, but I can't see him.
Wait, who's?
Fool Killer.
Fool Killer doesn't have precision strike.
What's that pink?
Sidestep. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, him. Yeah. Never mind. I lied.
Yeah, I have no idea what to try to outwit, really.
His pulse wave, I can ignore all of his effects. So.
Yeah, outwit the pulse wave then. Nobody else has got any outwit or anything?
Nope.
Why doesn't somebody attack Iron Man? Because I want him off that click. Actually, I could push him off that click.
I was wondering if you were going to get it.
Oh, and he has a range of 6. Crap.
You won't do any damage to him, you'll do 1 damage to him.
I think it'd be worth trying to do 1 damage to him, but I have to roll a 8 or better.
Yes.
We're going to try because I want him off that click. 8 or better on Stingray.
Oh!
Thor could prob it because he only used his free action this time.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to get you off that click.
But it might
But you won't
actually...
be able to clear him this turn, too.
I couldn't clear him any... Well, I guess I could have because he only moved up.
He used sidestep, so you would have been able to clear him.
That's okay.
And still missed.
Rolled a 5.
So you took 1 damage.
Got me off that click though, which was the the main point that will allow me to fly now.
You're fine, Michael. We don't expect people to be active the entire time. We understand it's a long game.
Super long game. I think we're definitely gonna end up getting tired here. And so, what's our cutoff point gonna be? What time are we gonna finish?
Let's see. We started at 6:30. It's 8:30 now.
9:30 max.
Yeah.
By 9:30, we're calling it. Whoever has the most points is going to win. And I feel like people are still going to get a pretty decent view of what the Asgards can do.
Let me know when are you done?
Do what you must.
All right. So, I'm giving the Merc Jet its free action. Sorry. First things first. I am using the vehicle free action to replace its damage value. Instead of the "go fight that guy for me" boot, it's going to be the ability to outwit red powers. So. He is going to use his free action token for hypersonic speed. That's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Fool Killer is going to outwit your shape change. The Pool Jet is going to outwit your super senses. We're going to attack. I need to roll a 6 or better. And 9. So that's 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. And because of that Mystics team ability, it does deal 1 penetrating damage, but because of my trade ability, When it is dealt a penetrating damage, the damage can be reduced. I have toughness, which reduces damage by 1. So I don't take that Mystic's team ability damage. Alrighty. That is the Mark Jet's free action. Alright. Solo's going to use Sidestep over 1. He's going to use his free action. And he is going to attack. He needs to roll a 6 or better. I am increasing my damage by 2. So I will do 4 damage. 10 with knockback. So, that does 1. Oh. That is who I wanted to get rid of. Oh, I completely forgot, too. This entire game I had +2 attack with Solo against Loki. Because of his trade ability. Oh well, doesn't matter anyway. Terror is going to attack Iron Man. What is his defense ability?
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
No, you weren't at all.
Okay, where are we at? He has a stop click. That's his defense. Where is he? What do you mean?
His defense ability. That stop click, the special white.
Yeah, he has a stop click, so whatever. And then adjacent friendly characters modify defense +1.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. So I need to roll a 7 or better to hit him. Four, I am going to prob it with Stingray. 5. Ugh. Can't prob it again. Well, I guess I could with Solo, but he would take a push. What am I on right now? I'm going to put 4.
My brain.
We're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to use the last prob. Probably shouldn't do that. Yay! To do 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. Yep, 1, 2, 3. Alright, now it's going to be harder to hit you. Alright, and he's taking his action token. No one else did because those were all free actions. I am going to use Slapstick's free ability to do a sidestep. We're going to attempt a sidestep breakaway. Missed, so it doesn't matter. Alright, and then Fool Killer will clear. Slapstick will clear. And... oh. Iron Fist and She-Hulk will clear. I completely forgot about them, I'm not going to lie. First, She-Hulk is going to outwit Close Combat Expert.
Lame.
Your move. Yeah.
Ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous.
Tell me what to do with my life.
So the only people that can do anything this round are the people that I don't want to do anything. Enchantress will move her full 7 there, and
7 there.
yeah, the Rock Troll's not going to do anything because he needs to stay next to Balder. Jane's not going to do anything because she needs to stay away from people. And yeah, so super cool. Do I come up around this end or come around that end? We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 would put her right up to Groot Thor. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 would put her right behind Iron Man. But nothing is going to put her out there where I want her to be able to do any kind of attacking next time. So lame. I feel I have made poor choices. Not entirely sure yet, but I'm not feeling strong about these choices. So I used blue last time. We're going to use a green this time. So that's the one thing that's gonna happen this round.
These guys are just really annoying with their outwitting different colors.
Yeah. I hate that I lost my close combat. Alright, so we're gonna target She-Hulk here. I have 11 on her 17.
I reduce it by 2, so you only do 1 damage.
Oh, good lord. This is just dragging on. Rolled an 11. So that puts him at his 2 movements, or 2, yeah. What do you think about that? Huh?
That sucks.
Yeah, I know it does. Yeah, I think that's,
Clear.
pretty well gonna end it. Clear Groot Thor here. Next time Groot Thor is gonna move. Clear. Can you clear out Baldur there for me?
Me.
I love this game. I can't wait to get the Ninja Turtles. So
Amber, what exactly do you mean by that? With the Heroes for Hire color coded, got even stronger with the new update.
ooh, yeah, that's not something we're aware of, and those
Yeah.
stupid color-coded things were already pretty strong.
Shot feedback.
Rock on. Sweet.
Alright.
5-star feedback. And a favorite on the 5 Nights at Freddy's Bonnie.
Trying to think if I should use Precision Strike or if I should use Close Combat Expert. Because you have a chance to reduce it by 2. I'm going to use... What? I've only done 2 hits to you.
Yeah. I need to get over there and start doing some damage on that Merc Jet, especially because I need to get Deadpool out of it eventually.
Okay, Slapstick's going to use Hypersonic Speed. 1, 2, 3. And you roll an 8 or better to do 2 damage. I'm hitting you with Precision Strike, by the way, so you cannot reduce it.
Shape change.
Damn it.
Yeah! Luck of the dice. You can't do that because of my plasticity.
Oh.
You just walked into a trap, my friend.
Damn it. That sucks. That sucks so
Yay!
bad.
Oh my god, you have no idea how good it makes me feel when I remember something that Kyle has forgotten.
Oh, I completely, utterly forgot about that.
Yes! That
Dang
is
it.
such a win for me right now.
Okay, Fool Killer's gonna sidestep over 2. Damn it. The boost for the outwit, since it's now can't use X power, the colored guys can now outwit the special powers or traits that have those colors in it.
Wow, the
So you
traits
can outwit
even.
traits now. I did not know that. Thank you for that, actually. I did not know you could do that. No. Okay. Fool Killer is attacking with Precision Strike on Iron Man.
So,
Do 2 damage.
yeah. What? Did you roll enough?
No, but... He is, however, going to take a free action to attack. Precision Strike. 5, 6, 7. Yes, that did do enough.
Wait. Push Enchantress to prob that. I'm not ready to get rid of
She's
Iron
not
Man
probbed.
yet. No.
Is it a trait ability?
Push her to prob it. Yeah, no. We're gonna try to prob that with my team
You
prob.
can't, because you can't see me.
Huh?
You
Oh.
can't see me, so you can't prob it. You have to be able to see the person attacking.
Can he prob it? Because I can see everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess, if you want to push him.
Yeah. Because I'm not ready to get rid of Iron Man yet. He hasn't done anything yet. Ugh.
So it's not the full trait, but if they have a trait special power that says Precision Strike, the pink can outwit it. Awesome. That's pretty cool. Did not know that.
Yeah, Heroes for Hire is
4,
already...
5, 6, 7.
Come on.
1, 2.
Okay. Yeah, Heroes for Hire is already one of his favorite teams, and the free actions, the thing that annoys me about this team, and this was even before he got the Merc Jet, the free actions are extremely obnoxious, and I cannot play against this team without my own prob controls on my team, because it's just useless at that point when he has all those free actions. It just gets to be way too much.
Okay, so She-Hulk's going to try to swing. She needs to roll an 8 or better to hit for 1 damage because of Invincible.
Why did he... Oh, never mind.
What?
Because he was Indomitable, I thought he...
You had 2, though.
Yeah.
5. Alright, so Iron Fist is going to use...
Hey, did you pass one of my stop clicks earlier when you hit me for all that damage?
For all what damage?
You
I only hit you with 2 damage so far.
Okay.
He's only taken 3 damage, and one of those was you pushing him. He's ridiculous.
If he's only taken 3 damage, then how has he crossed a line already?
Because you started here.
1, 2, 3. So he shouldn't have crossed something yet. That's what I don't understand.
What do you mean cross something?
Why does he have a line here? Is that just a line for his stop click?
It's the purple line. It should be click number 6 is what you're on.
I started on 6.
So you didn't actually start on 6.
So where was I?
You started him on click 1.
Yeah, he should have been started on 6. Then he'll take 1, 2, 3, and we'll be on click 9.
Wait, how did you start on... If you started on click 1 on him when you put him on the board and he's now on click 6.
You said he took 3 damage. Regardless, he has a stop click on 7. So whatever you did 2 damage to him, it only did 1 because he has that stop click.
Okay, so now...
And then I just pushed myself, so I'm actually going to be at 8 instead of 9. Because you said you did 2 damage from 6, and it should have stopped at 7.
Okay, well, we need to make sure that these dials are on the right ones before we start, because that's now annoying. Because it's like I've done no damage to him now, even though I thought that I did. So we need to make sure that the dial's on the right ones. Alright, so I am going to use, instead, I'm going to use Close Combat Expert to increase my damage by 2. That way I can at least do 2 damage to him instead of nothing. Well, I guess Precision Strike I would still do 2 damage. So, regardless, I'm going to hit him with 2 damage. I'm increasing my attack by 1 and defense by 1, and damage by 1. Nope, never mind. Yeah, I'm just going to increase damage by 2. So that's 6, 7, 8. I needed a 7. So I hit him with 2 damage because of his invulnerability. Okay. Now what does he have?
Same. Less, I think, maybe less movement or something, but still the same.
It was blue this time? Yeah, it was blue. Alright. So now I will clear these 2, clear him. There we go. Now. Yep. Your turn.
Okay. Okay, so Baldur's going to attack She-Hulk. He needs a
6 or better, and I can roll my invulnerability. I can reduce it by 2 or ignore it completely. Or impervious, sorry.
Yeah. So he's got 3.
That brown one is.
Impervious, reduce damage taken by 2. When this character would take damage from an attack, you may roll a d6. 5 or 6, damage taken is reduced to 0.
Yeah, so pretty much exactly what it was before, it's just worded differently.
So, yeah, you can roll a 5 or 6 and reduce it to 0. Otherwise, it will be reduced by 2, and I will still do 1 damage to you. So I need to roll, what'd you say, a 6?
Yep.
6.
And reduced by 2, so 1 damage. She's still holding on.
Mm-hmm.
Token humble.
Okay, so I can charge and then use my giant reach.
Who? Oh, Great Thor.
So charge, and then giant reach.
You would have to break away from me though, because. Oh wait, no, you wouldn't have to break
No,
away
I'm
because you're a
bigger than
giant.
you.
Okay.
I'm bigger than you.
So you would need to roll a 7 or better, and I do have super senses.
I could attack her though too because she's.
Not at that kind of an angle.
I can still draw a line of sight straight to her.
It doesn't work for close combat, I don't believe. It has to be like. I don't know. Whichever one. Doesn't really matter.
Okay, so 10 on your 16. He will hit you for 2. What is it? Toughness. So he'll hit you for 3 damage after your reduction.
Yeah.
6 or better. Yikes. Seven. One, two. Done with She-Hulk. Okay. And then with that plasticity, Iron Fist is now stuck. Can't go anywhere anyway because he was already adjacent.
Is that a trait ability or is that like a defense ability?
That is a trait ability. He has that all the time.
But with what she was just talking about.
It's not a color though.
No, but plasticity is a color.
Hmm.
So you can outwit trait abilities, that specific ability on that. Thank you, Amber. You just helped me greatly.
Alright, well you get full color there across the board, and we'll see how that goes.
You really think it's going to be that hard?
So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4. She's gonna push to try to attack Fool Killer. He'll take 1 damage, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is that ranged combat on her?
No, that's combat reflexes, so only a close combat attack she gets +2.
Okay. And and then her special ability. So her special ability at the end of her turn, it doesn't even say at the end of her turn, but it says all opposing characters within 6 squares may each be moved 1 square in any order you choose.
If she uses the mind control.
No, it just says free. All opposing characters within 6 squares may each be moved 1 square. She has
mind control
and
stealth. You have to hit with mind control. So you can either do damage or hit with the mind control.
I don't know that that's correct.
You have to hit with the mind control. Which if you roll, if you roll a 7 or better, you're going to hit everybody. So you just need to roll a 7 or better and you'd hit everybody.
Yeah, I think we may need to look into that. Mind control, stealth, and then for free. See, that's what I don't get, is that it's a free action that she gets. So not sure. I don't know that that's correct. So she would only hit him with 1 damage regardless.
If she hit. Unless she aimed for him, then she would hit him with 1 damage.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Alright. I'm going to base both of you with Thor.
Starting to get stressful now.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do. I move them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Him here, her here. Or even him here, her here, and that doesn't block her line of sight.
The dog?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right here.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna push Ulick to attack Terror.
He has no range. Or he's using charge.
Charge.
Okay, I'm reducing it by... Is that by half or by 2?
I don't remember.
I think it's the same regardless. Reduce damage by 2.
So 11 on 17, I need to roll a 6. He'll do 2 damage. Dealt 2 damage then. I take 1 damage. Okay. Where is everybody? What is everybody doing? Enchantress still has not done anything this time.
Unless she's gonna push.
Yeah, I mean, she really just could move up. No, I mean, she had... Oh, yeah. She would just be getting cleared this time.
Volter attacked.
Yeah, he's got his token for attacking. He was cleared last time. I don't know why I used green this time instead of blue.
Did you give him his push?
Yes, he took his push. He was on his first clip. So, I think I'm just gonna clear Enchantress. Then, he has no, and has anybody got Outwit or Perplex? What's Thor's special? No Outwit. She has Perplex.
17.
We're gonna Perplex up Thor's defense to 18. I think. Yeah, that'll be fine. She clears
His what?
his defense to 18.
Alright, we're gonna try a sidestep. Breakaway on Stingray. Missed. Sidestep breakaway on Fool Killer. Missed. Jeez.
You got it on Stingray 4 to 6.
Oh, it's 4 to 6?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought.
1, 2. Merc Jet's gonna use hypersonic. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll say 4. Attacking Root Twig.
He's not Groot Twig, he is Groot Thor.
Groot Twig.
Shape change?
Can I use line of sight?
Who? You can't shoot through friendlies. You could move through him, but you can't shoot through him.
So I need to roll a 7 or better. And I do have precision strike, so it cannot be reduced to do 4 damage. Yes! 11. So 4 damage.
Unless I hit my stop click. I don't know where that's at. 1, 2, 3, and so it hit my stop click on the 3rd. That's the square around my defense.
Click 5.
So he has sidestep, still has shape change. He has quake. Nope, wrong. Regeneration. How do I use regeneration?
You have to take a power action, roll a dice, subtract 2 from the d6 roll.
Sweet.
Okay. One, 2. Picking it up, I don't have to take an action, right?
You can pick it up, but you can't use it to.
So
you
I
can't
can't
use
use
Blade's
the-
Claws.
yeah.
But you can pick it up to be able to throw it, or pick it up to whatever you want to do that way. But you can't use its effect.
For a ranged combat attack.
Oh, my phone died.
If I'm making a ranged combat attack through him, here. If I'm making a ranged combat attack with Solo, do I just add 1 to my damage?
Ranged on who?
Solo to Thor. I just add 1 to my damage.
Hold on. Yeah, I mean, I think it's the same as close combat. It's still the +1, +2, whatever. What is it? It's what's the
It's
power?
a light object.
No, I mean, what's the... Oh, yes, for a ranged object attack. And object attacks, yes, sorry. Range object attack, minimum range of value of 6. If this character is holding an object, make a range attack targeting a single character that instead of normal damage deals 2 damage if the object is light, or 3 damage if the object is heavy. So they did change that rule because it used to be an addition.
Yeah.
So if you're throwing it, it's not going to be an addition to your 2 you already do. It'll just do 2 damage.
But that counts as a power action to throw it. So I can't, like, throw it and make an attack.
It is range object action, yes.
What about if it's close combat?
It's same. It's still an object action.
Alright, then you know what? I'm going to take...
And if you do it as a close contact... actually, yeah, so if you do it as close, you get to modify your damage by +1. If you do it as a ranged, it's just 2 damage.
Gotcha. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to use it as an action token. I'm going to equip it.
Okay.
So Solo now has that. Stingray is going to make an attack on Thor.
Okay.
He needs to roll an 8 or better.
And that will be reduced by 2.
8 or better. 5,
Sweet.
6, 7, 8. So 1 damage. At least I did some kind of damage to him. Alright. So Terror is going to try to attack 8 or better.
Yeah, he has a stop click anyway, so that's the click that I think... No, it would have been on his defense.
I'm using exploit weakness, so the damage is penetrating damage.
On who?
On
Oh,
Ulik.
Ulik.
Alright, you need to roll an 8 or better. 5, 6, 7. Sucks. How do you use Pulse Wave again?
Yeah, you have to look, I don't remember.
Have range. Other characters within range can't use powers or abilities for this action. Make a ranged attack targeting all characters, at least one of which must be opposing within range and line of fire using their defense values. If more than one character is targeted, each hit character is dealt 1 damage instead of normal damage. So I literally just target everybody within half my range, which would be 3. And they can't use their powers or abilities this turn, and they take 1 damage. Is that what you understand with that?
Let me see it.
Here you go.
Which one were you talking about?
Pulse Wave.
Yeah. So it has to be a ranged attack.
Mm-hmm.
You have your range. You have enhanced targeting through characters, and other characters within range can't use powers or abilities for this action. Make a range attack targeting all characters, at least one of which must be opposing, within range and line of fire using their printed defense values. If more than one character is targeted, each hit character is dealt 1 damage instead of normal damage. So you would be damaging...
Everybody in 3 squares.
Well, you're only targeting 1, though.
I'm targeting Thor.
But it says you have to target all
Exactly.
characters.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
you'd be doing damage to yourself. You'd be doing damage to him, Thor.
And him.
No, he's not within,
It
he's
is-
on blocking terrain.
Looks like it ignores, though, doesn't it?
No.
So yeah, it's not worth it. I thought I was going to hit Ulik too.
You're going to hit 3 of your own members and 1 of mine, and then with him being in blocking, it's not going to matter.
Alright, so I'm just going to use Stingray's free action to just make an attack. I need to roll an 8 or better. 11.
Ooh, almost critical.
So 1, because that's stupid. He now has leadership, so that sucks.
He doesn't get leadership. He gets, it's just invulnerability. It's
No, his damage power. His leadership.
Oh, yeah. He's not going to be... I don't know that he's going to be adjacent to anybody, though, so I don't know if it's going to matter.
Okay, Slapstick's going to use his free action to make hypersonic speed. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nickel and diamond him.
I need to hit with an 8 or better.
I wouldn't do that.
Why?
He's got the... reduces it by 2.
By the way, I didn't even need to use my free action because of the fact that he has willpower now.
Sweet.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do that, though.
what does he have? He reduces it by 2. Of course.
He's back here.
Ugh. Alright, so we're going to use sidestep. 1, 2. Okay, and then for his movement, maybe that would work. I think I have an idea. Yep, got an idea. Okay. So I'm going to use phasing teleports. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do 7, 8. Nah, we'll stop it. Okay, and then he gets his second token. And do I have anything yellow I can't wit? Nope. Wait. Range of 6 on outwit? 6. I am outwitting her. What is it? Support?
Defend?
Or defend? What is defend? Oh, this is where she swaps. Never mind. Stupid. Alright. I am outwitting his charge.
How can you outwit over there?
Solo.
Okay.
I'm outwitting his sidestep, which is pointless. And did Terra make an attack? No, he did not. I was going to, but yeah, I was going to use Exploit Weakness, but then I tried to use Pulse Wave to hopefully
he reduces
eliminate.
it by 2 on Ulik too.
Well, no, because Exploit Weakness is penetrating damage, so it would just go straight through. So I need to roll an 8 or better. 10 with knockback! 2 damage. 1, 2. Knock you back. 1, 2. Whew. Protect yourself. Okay. All right, and then I clear Iron Fist. He's the only one who did not do something this turn, so that kind of shot me in the foot. Yeah. What is she? All right. Your turn.
Okay. Where am I at on this guy?
You're just trying to see if it'll be worth it to push.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to move to push, but
He has charge.
I don't know about all of that. Super senses.
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, my brain hurts. This is getting tough.
We only got 20 minutes left.
20 minutes left, and you've taken out 2 of mine. I've taken out 2. Nope, 1 of
No,
yours.
2. You got She-Hulk.
Oh, She-Hulk. So I'm at 155 points.
I'm at 200.
Ugh. I can't let that happen. Okay. So, first of all, I have no leadership, so I don't need to worry about that. But I can regenerate Thor. But I'd have to take a push to do it. Wait, how many? I don't even know how many clicks I got on this guy.
10. Now I'll click 5.
I don't know.
Stupid stop click.
The regeneration.
Keep her honest for me. I'll be right back.
I wonder if I have another regen after this. My brain hurts. It hurts so much. Let's see here. No, don't think. I don't know.
On his last click, you have regen, but that's only in water. So. Most of my people aren't anywhere near in range enough to. Well, yeah, I guess no one would be able to do anything next turn to him, basically.
No. What does Quake do? Oh, there it is. So, is it close? It has knockback. Make a close attack targeting all adjacent opposing characters. If more than one character is targeted, each hit target dealt 2 damage instead of normal damage. But I can't really... I have sidestep, but I can't... Even moving up sidestep, I can't get up close enough to really have that Quake matter yet.
No, not yet.
And his Quake, he does do 3 damage instead of 2, so if I could get close enough, it would be a pretty...
Is that a trait or is that a special damage? That's a special attack ability that you do not have yet.
Oh, yeah, I had it earlier. So I don't know how often I get that either.
Look at the back of your card. Whenever it has a damage ability outlined in a square, that's when you have it.
Okay, I think Uluk's gonna take a push to sidestep up to Terror. Not to sidestep, he's gonna sidestep for free, but he's going to take a push to attack Terror. He's got the 2 damage. What's that, green? Exploit weakness?
Yeah. Which I do have impervious, so I'm going to reduce it by 2 at least. What's your damage?
2.
Yeah. But he does have exploit weakness, so it would be penetrating.
So your impervious doesn't work?
No, it can't be reduced.
Okay. So we're going to push Uluk to do that.
Click on my own 4. Yeah.
A 9 on his 17. I need to roll an 8 or better.
So 2 damage with knockback.
Yep. It's gonna knock him back into Thor, which bases him, but he has that special move, doesn't he? Like, he can pick a move action or something?
No, that's slapstick.
So he's based by Thor now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What click am I on with Thor?
Huh?
What click am I on with Thor?
2.
Okay.
Or no, sorry, 3.
He's got to take his push. Doesn't really change much for him. move her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is her total. Yeah, so she's indomitable. I'm going to move her 6 over here behind Ulik. And then, she'll take the token. Am I using blue this time?
Yes.
Blue. She's coming back here. And then we are going to 1, 2, 3, 4 charge.
You'd stop right there. Iron Fist.
1, 2, 3 for his charge because I want him to be. What do I want to do? Because that's going to change Jane's movement then. No, it's not.
Are you trying to get him right here?
I would have liked to get him right there, yes.
Right here, you're going to stop because they're going to base you.
But if I can get him here, then he's still fulfilling the purpose that I need him to fulfill. So 1, 2, 3 will get him there.
Are you trying to do if he dies, then she can summon?
No, if he dies, she can summon, so that would be fine. But as long as he is adjacent to him, then he gets that top 12.
I thought it was just within 8 squares.
You're right. I don't even have to move him right there. Because I don't really have to move her either, but he's closer to dying right now than he is, I think. Where are we at on him? Yeah, I think technically they're at equal standoff points right now. Either one of them could die at any moment. So then for that purpose, I think I would only want to move him maybe. Then I don't know. Because I could move him here and attack. He does 3 damage. Will you reduce it at all?
Yes.
By what?
Just by 1.
Okay, so we'll put him here for now. He'll reduce that by 1, so he'll still do 2 damage, and yeah, he'll still do 2 damage. Blah, blah, blah. What am I thinking here? Yeah, that's fine.
Is he taking a push for this?
Yes, 11 to 18, 7 or better.
No.
2.
Critical miss. Critical clicks. Rolling that there snake eyes. He's already taken the push damage plus that. I'm pretty sure he's gonna die.
I'm gonna prob it with the Frost Giant.
I'm gonna prob it with the Enchantress.
She's around a corner, so I don't think technically she can, because if there's a pillar here. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, you can prob it with Thor.
I have to push Thor to do that. If I'm gonna
That's
push
fine.
Thor, then I'm gonna push Thor to attack. Yeah. I'm gonna prob it with the Frost Giant.
Have you already used the Frost Giant to prob?
No.
Yeah, you did. You did once. So you can't use him to prob again.
Ever?
You can only use it.
It's
use
an
the
action
team.
token. When the
It's
action
a
token's
team
clear.
prob, though. It's a team prob for the team members. That's what Mick was telling us, that you can't use the same person to prob.
Yeah, in that round, but I don't think
No,
it should apply
it's-
to the entire game when it's an action token and the action
That's
token
the way
gets
that I've been
cleared.
doing it. This for a while now, since we learned about team probs. I don't know. It's up to you. You make that judgment call yourself. Can't use it. I've never used the same personal prob twice with the team probs.
I don't know why it would matter because it's an action token and an action token gets cleared.
Yes, sir. Why don't you make that decision yourself?
I don't know. If you think I can prob it with the Enchantress, then that's what I'll do.
Can you draw a line from the center of her base to the center of his without crossing it?
I don't know. I mean, I don't really think so, but it might be right there on the corner.
If you can draw a line, go ahead.
Where is he?
Where is he?
I mean, it's
That's
not.
not the center. Looks like you can.
We're getting serious, folks.
She just wants to win.
I do want to win. How much time do we have left?
You have 8 minutes.
Yeesh. Oh, good lord. Alright, so we're probing that. It got quiet because it got serious. Alright, so we're going to prob that. I'm still trying to roll a 7 or better to do 2 damage. 10, thank God.
To do how much?
2 damage on terror. It's listed at 3, but you reduce it, right?
Nope.
Yeah. Ridiculous. Okay, so in that case... In that case, I think Thor's probably going to push to attack terror.
8 or better. And reduce it by 1, so...
2 damage. What's the gray? All leadership.
Yeah.
Which matters now on rock troll because they are adjacent, but you can't use it till next time. 8 or better?
Yes!
5! Come on!
Yes! Yes, 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 yes!
So then, do I use my last prob and kill off the rock troll to do it? Because the rock troll already took a push. So he would take... I guess he wouldn't die.
That's with 2 pushes?
Yeah, I mean, if he took a push to use that prob control, he wouldn't be dead.
Can you do that, though, since you've already... No, you won't. Because you already pushed him, so he has 2 tokens right now. So you can't use the prob.
Where's my... Is this when I'm using blue this time?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I've lost all of it. I've lost the whole... How long have I been on this round?
I don't know. A while.
Oh, it's hurting everything. Nope, can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. Blah blah blah. Okay. Well, I gotta figure this out. I'm sure you would like to play. Well, that's just too bad for you. Okay.
Did you push him already?
Yeah, I just pushed him now.
Did you attack?
Yes, I got a 5. I missed.
Oh, that's right.
Jeez. Your
I'm
memory's
like-
no better than mine.
I'm like, don't push if you haven't already attacked.
Alright, so Iron Fist is gonna get a hit. 3. You did not outwit that, so it's gonna be a 5 damage.
If you hit past my super senses.
I need to roll an 8 or better to hit you in the first place. That's so dumb. You'd think that they'd have higher defenses as a colossal. Roll an 8 or better. To hit you with 5 damage.
Super senses is 4 to 6 or 5 to 6?
I think Super Senses
it's 5
is
to 6.
5 because the other one...
You just get an extra 2
Yeah, 5 or
on
6.
this.
gosh. Balder didn't do anything this round?
No, but I mean, he would still take the push as his second token.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to figure out if it's worth it. Because... yeah, I have 8 minutes. That's all I got.
No, you have 4 minutes.
I have 4 minutes. So Balder's going to take the push to prob that. That's my last team prob. This is getting out of hand. He cannot win this in the last 4 minutes because I couldn't take somebody out with my freaking Colossal. Oh my god, my brain hurts. How does this even happen? How does this even happen? This Colossal has been worth nothing to me. To take on these little guys, why is he not hitting? Why is he not? He has 5 damage. He missed the Merc Jet with 5 damage. He missed the little guys with 5 damage. Come on. I really, at this point, Groot Thor could take a push to go after Iron Fist. He's got 3 damage right now. It's not going to kill Iron Fist, so I'm not really sure how that would do me any good. This is incredibly frustrating. Nope, that's it. I'm done. Did anybody not do something?
Groot Thor, yeah. All right.
This team is definitely, I'm so frustrated by this.
You would reduce it by 1. All right, so Slapstick's going to use his free movement for hypersonic speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to roll a 7 or better. 4, 5, 6, 7 to do 2 damage.
1 damage.
Oh yeah, 1 damage. Ah. Okay, so that was 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now, Terror is going to attempt to regen. Minimum result of 1. So I get 1. So he took a push for that, but he's not actually going to take a push because he regened 1. So regen 1. I'll let him sit there for a second. All right.
How is that? If you only regened a minimum of 1, you would have taken the push.
Yeah, so I'm regenning 1, then I'm going to take the push at the end. After actions resolve, that's whenever you take the push. It doesn't matter. I mean, I can't do anything. All right, Stingray is going to sidestep up 1. He is going to attack. I need to roll a 9 or better. Missed. All right, Fool Killer is going to use Precision Strike on Thor to do 2 damage. I need to roll a 7 or better. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 damage. 1, 2. He will take the push. And then Solo is going to sidestep forward 1. He's going to use Close Combat Experts with Blades, Claws, and Fangs. I need to roll a 7 or better. 5, 6. Well, that sucked. He will take the push. And Iron Fist is going to...
As far as I know.
Alright, so I'm going to use Close Combat Experts.
Shape change.
Going to increase both by 1. That's 12 against 16. I need to roll a 4. I'll go ahead and put both on damage. Missed. So I'll put both on damage. That does 4 damage. If I roll a 5. 5. 4 damage. Please tell me I killed him. Please tell me I killed him. Please tell me I killed him. It's just a stock click on regen. 4 damage.
1, 2, 3, 4. Nope.
Oh, well, that's time anyway.
Again.
Well, that's time anyway. So, 155 to 200 points.
Now, take all your freaking pushes on all those people just because you need to do that.
1, 2, 3, 4. Nobody died. And that's game. I win.
I really feel like
I was about to use
this needs
Deadpool's free movement to attack Groot Thor and finish him off. Actually, can I try to do that real quick?
I feel like we need to just finish this. I mean, if people want to check out and they want to stop watching, that is totally 100% understandable. But we need to finish this.
Strike. I need to roll a 5 or better to do 4 damage. 4 damage to Groot Thor. Go ahead and pull him off the map.
His regen, so I can only use his regen on his...
When it's your turn. Yeah, it's an action total. Alright. Man, I wish I would have known that, otherwise I wouldn't have kamikaze these guys. Alright, so if you have a 2-hour-long game, this is what the result was. You can count that extra 175 points if you want to.
Really. It was 30 minutes of like explanation and intro and
well,
all
6:30 to 9:30, so it was actually only an hour and a half long game.
That's 3 hours.
Yeah,
so
never mind. 2.5 hour long game. I don't know if I can keep going because I am like my brain's getting fried.
My eyes feel blurry. To be completely honest, my eyes feel blurry. But it's just super frustrating because, yeah, 1,000-point game, 10 characters, 10 movements, all of that. It is taking a long, long time, and I would like to win. So that's very frustrating.
I say we should stop and we should try again another time with this exact same team. Who knows? The dice might roll better for you.
I think it's most frustrating at this point because I've used this Colossal. I've been using the Colossal against regular-sized characters. So my very first hit of 5 damage missed this, and that's incredibly frustrating. But then I have missed every single
Even though
shot.
technically you should not have had that 5 damage because that was on click 1.
It would have been 4 damage. So yeah, it would have been 4 damage, and I do understand that was definitely my mistake. But regardless, this whole time, I have had the ability to have that close combat, increase my damage, do all of this stuff, and I've missed every single time because of the dice. One of the most frustrating parts of this game is that the dice are the like end all be all. No matter what kind of team you put together, if the dice suck, then the dice suck.
Well, it's a game of, I'm not gonna say it's a full game of luck. I love that the Deadpool jet can just fly around the map and just start picking people off, especially if he's piloted by Deadpool. You have precision strike on every single attack.
So this leaves me with a couple of questions, like how do we go on to play an 1,800-point game? In that 1,800-point battle, we're going to want 2 to 3 Colossals each, not just 1, which we're going to end up breaking theme to do, losing our team probs because the only other Colossals that we have currently are X-Men.
Yeah. They're the Alpha, or the Sentinels. So, do you guys have anything that you have to say towards this, or any like questions that you want to kind of ask us, or maybe something that we might have did wrong that we could have done better to improve our chances? Anything like that, we're completely open for. I know we've been going on for quite a while, and I'm not sure if you guys are still kind of paying attention or not.
I don't know. But, I hope you got a decent preview of some of the Asgardian characters. The things I wanted to be able to preview with you. First of all, I really underestimated Ulik and the Rock Troll. I didn't expect them to last nearly as long as they did, or to be able to take as many hits as they did. So, yeah, they were definitely great. I wanted to be able to give you guys a preview of...
It does look like Amber did say that the free action looks to be separate of the mind control. I didn't see that before, but so
yeah, that's what I believe that free action, it is separate. I mean, she has the ability to use mind control, but it just says free, and I move all the characters. So that is a little bit frustrating too, because I had the ability at one point to move like 4 people. And just kind of really wouldn't have done much, but it would have just frustrated him a little bit. And so that's definitely important to me to know about enchantresses, whether or not.
You know what, Michael? I didn't even think about that. I was stuck for a lot of that time. He said that he would have used the Merc Jet a little bit more for carrying people away because it's an automatic breakaway.
Yeah.
So I didn't even think about like flying them by, picking people up, and then just running away.
The other thing that I know that I didn't do, I'm super annoyed that I tried to fight all these little guys. I was trying to pick off these little guys, and in my mind it should have been incredibly easy because why else do you have this massive colossal? But it wasn't because I kept missing. And at any point I could have broken away for free because they're smaller than me. And I knew it in the back of my mind, like, alright, just give up. But my pride would not allow me to give up because all I could think to myself was, I should be able to kill these little guys. And so it was like these little gnats just buzzing around, like throwing things at my toes, and I'm like, get away from me. I don't, I'm super perturbed right now that I didn't even get to knock a single one of those guys off. So this particular character didn't kill anybody for me, and I'm not pleased with that.
He's good. I'm not going to say he's not good. So like Michael, don't get discouraged, but he's not a bad character. He's really not. It's just I had a bunch of annoying little gnats. So I think that he's pretty cool. I definitely would kind of like to switch things up and like me try the Asgardians and then you try the heroes.
It's just I think that's hard for me because I don't know why, but my mind doesn't comprehend the Heroes for Hire team quite as well as you do. And there's so much to remember. So I take on my notes.
All those outfits, all the special abilities.
This is my page of notes. I take this pretty much. I put this on my army sheet for all of our events, whatever. Like I take these notes, and at the very bottom of the page, I do my move sequence to remind myself of my leadership, my free actions, just like all the stuff. The people that I want to keep adjacent to each other. Like I put all of that on there because otherwise I'm gonna forget. And I think the thing about the Heroes for Hire, they have all those free actions, which is awesome, but I just would have to be very vigilant in reminding myself who I can outwit, what I can outwit, and then that new thing of being able to outwit an ability because it was a certain color. Like that's a whole other ball game. I don't know. I am curious. We'll set this up. So maybe we'll set this up for a week from today. We will redo another live match with the same teams, and we'll switch.
Real quick though, you guys wanted to kind of highlight this. This is one thing we use for our army sheets. The HeroClix Manager app. It is absolutely fantastic. You can use it to view all the different characters. Like for one with She-Hulk and Iron Fist, I don't have cards for, so I just pull them up on here, and it'll tell me everything that I need for them. You can apply your ATAs. So I have the Heroes for Hire ATA that gave me the free actions. It pulls up everything. You can even apply objects as well. So I really like this app. It costs 99 cents in the App Store, and I think it was worth the exact $1 that it cost.
Yeah. One last note before we check out. I'm super glad that you guys hung out with us tonight. It means the world to me. Also, Amber, you and your husband were definitely a big inspiration for why I wanted to start this channel in the first place, watching you guys, Married with Clicks. And so I've been kind of obsessively watching here recently because we're so new. We just watched most all of your guys' unboxings for the Ninja Turtles. And yeah, so yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But thank you guys so much for helping us out for the last 3 hours. And I'm thinking we're going to do this again next week. We're just going to reschedule. We're going to flip teams, and we're going to see if we can kill people off any faster. So I think that's it for us.
All right. Thanks, guys, and we will see you again later. Thank you for subscribing, and we will catch you later.
Have a good one.